streaming. How does this work? Is the stream condition excellent? Is the
Is it
stream
shampooed too?
going? Oh, why the title reset?
I was curious, after RWBY is done, are you guys going to react to the Konosuba anime or no? P.S. Even if the different anime studio, majority of the staff from the season is doing this, and season 3. Okay, all right. So I was confused. Oh, that's right. They have the spin-off with Megumin, and they also have a sequel season coming, which is great.
Cool.
I did not know this.
Hey.
Yes.
We have one concurrent viewer.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I might actually want to show Dashi Slayers. I think she would like it. It's a not quite. It's a little more serious than Konosuba, but it has a lot of the same spirit. If I would kind of say it is a.
I heard it takes time to pick up.
It does. Like the first core of season 1 is. It kind of drags in places. Basically, when it gets serious, it kind of drags in places. But like once you kind of get finding the group with it picks it.
Oh, we're live.
Yeah, we are.
Hello.
I did tell you we were going live.
Yeah, but I didn't know when.
When I said.
Did you say right then and there? Just right now we're going live, guys. By the way, warning.
We're live.
Yes.
Stop talking.
I literally did say that.
Stop talking about all the spoilers.
Be less boring then, Fat Man. Okay, God.
I'll try to be more exciting. All right.
Sing your words.
I'll be as exciting as I possibly can. All right. I gotta
look
be
at the
a
stream.
good high
Isn't it
energy
neat?
stream.
Well,
all right.
we can at the very least talk about some of the behind the scenes stuff that has come to light recently.
Hey, thanks for the $1 Arter Wolfie in 2016.
Yo.
No message. I don't think they let you do messages with $1, but
yeah.
But yes, thank you very much. Did you guys finish the first part of Trigun? Well, that's Raymond.
That's we haven't touched Trigun since episode 5. And the reason why, well, first of all, episode 4's audio, Twilight's audio got lost, basically. It didn't record. So that entire reaction just had to be scrapped. So we were going to do a recap in episode 5, and we did, but she hasn't got me the audio to that. But basically, when that was rolling around, that was when RWBY started, so I haven't had the time to actually edit any of those, edit the reactions, so we haven't watched any of it. And I've somehow stayed away from spoilers, so it's all good so far.
I'm glad to enable your procrastination, Vessi. I'm always down for that. RWBY Volume 9. I guess it is spoilers because it hasn't even been a week since since episode 9 came out. You and your fast witchcraft editing.
I like what I love is that you can see like my level of give a shit
gradually deteriorate over the course of the video.
Yeah, because like the early segment and then of course the actual reaction itself, I'm very much like let's make gags and put little visual stuff in there, and then like maybe there's one or two early on in the discussion they kind of taper off and discussion gets kind of like it has some nice things in there like nice visuals just like for on screen for people, but then you get to the questions. And I'm just like, I'm not putting any more visuals than I have to. I'm just using the raw camera footage.
See, I usually edit the reactions in like whatever's like easiest first. So it's like I do, first I get the sync up done, and then I'll usually like do the intro first because that's usually like the shortest part of the video. Yeah. And then I will just cut to like the questions and I'll like do like the last half of the video first. So then I can, spend the majority of my effort on like the reaction part and then the discussion part.
Interesting.
But yeah, our editing styles are very different, but yours are clearly superior because you actually released the videos on time.
Before time, like I am.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone knows this, but I'm violating the Rooster Teeth guidelines.
Oh no!
What? Are you seriously?
Well, yeah, because the Rooster Teeth guidelines basically
like,
says that only a week after reaction.
Really?
It's only 51 weeks before the Rooster Teeth first members get to see them, instead of 52.
You've been throwing me into your shenanigans. I do not approve of this. I don't know. This is seriously, as you can fucking tell, the first time I'm hearing of it. I'm going to jail. That's it.
Oh.
I know it.
Yeah.
Also, your editing styles, the only thing you have in common is that you ignore my audio and don't line it up to whatever is happening. That's, I don't know.
Yeah, it's true. But like, if you ever seen the raw footage for Dashi's reactions on her channel, you wouldn't even know what we were.
I have a very simple question. So Dashi, if your audio lines up perfectly with mine and Fat Man's, and then mine lines up perfectly with the song. If that's the case, then what's going on with yours being out of sync from this?
It's called cutting. Okay, you just cut one part where the song happens, and then you leave everything alone. Hello. Have you been doing this? I'm so mad. I still can't believe it. I'm going bald, guys. I gotta clean this up. My hair is everywhere.
But yeah.
You guys are adorable.
But yeah, no. Rooster Teeth has a really garbage policy on their website that basically pretends like fair use doesn't exist.
Even though their whole company is like, oh hey, did we get a Stream Elements?
Yeah,
I saw it make it rain.
The $1 gift going on, or the $5 is it $5 tip, but it's the guy doing the make it rain.
Yeah, nice. Let me read
now.
that while you.
I just want to put this out here.
Rooster Teeth is a company based on fair use. Yeah. That just doesn't like it.
Yep. But they can't ignore the fact enough that they started on fair use with. I mean, technically speaking, video game footage is such a gray area of copyright.
Yeah.
Like. But
especially video game music. Like I've gotten several of my like gaming streams, copyright claimed. But speaking of getting copyright claimed, the OG editor for the Purist Spin is lucky that I didn't get that I didn't get copyright striked. Yes, thank you, OG editor, for sparing me for being such a blatant thief. Spending.
What are we talking?
Oh, that was the last Stream Elements tip. That was the OG editor for Purist Spin. You're lucky I didn't copy strike you, fat man. Yes, I'm very lucky. Right. Spare me.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I do want to get this out here because everyone will not stop yelling about it in our comments that we completely missed the possibility that Juniper is Alex.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I just wanted to get that out there because
we completely missed it. What if Herb was Alex? What if the Prince was Alex? Let's just name characters and say they're Alex.
Their logic was the logic isn't all that wrong. I don't think it's potential in the sense of we did not observe John having Juniper during his adventures with Alex.
He does say that he found Juniper found him after after the poisoning,
Well, I don't know if he the way he speaks, it could be that he already knew Juniper and Juniper saved him, or that he met Juniper that at that point and then saved him. But the point raised was, if that was the first time he met Juniper, then Alex's last thought before she was mauled by the cat was wanting to go back and make things right with John. So she would then have been given a form to go and
I think her last thought would be, oh fuck, this cat is on me, what the
And then the cat will be the maiden. Wait, what happened in last thoughts? What are we talking about?
Yeah. I don't know if it's last thoughts.
Okay, I have a question about the Juniper Alex thing. Okay, why would Juniper let Jean stop the pleasers from ascending if that's what is the world is about? Like why would
maybe
she
doesn't like being
with
a
him?
rabbit deer. jackalope thing. And she's
Right.
like,
You and your deer thing, damn.
The rabbits aren't that tall. It's much closer to a deer than a rabbit.
God, it's a jackalope.
Jackalopes aren't that tall either.
It's a big jackalope that's based more on a hare than a rabbit.
Yeah. Also, cats aren't that purple and very PNG-like. Okay,
I don't know. You get my sister's cat in the right light, and there's some similarities. It's as much of an asshole.
Very purple.
But yeah, so people are like, okay, so Juniper is also in the running. I don't think that's the case. In fact, I've seen stronger evidence to indicate that Alex became the blacksmith, became the forge lady.
Because that would fit with fixing what she broke, or fixing, all that stuff. That would there'd be a thing like that.
Yeah, and the the hair and the sash apparently line up. The sash that Alex wore lines up with the hair.
Don't call her that.
Lady.
Oh, the sash. Okay.
And the fact that she was killed in the tree or next or around the tree is why she has those roots, because she didn't have a body to go back to because she was human. There was nothing to go back to, so she became the tree absorbed her and she became part of that.
And it's also probably why she's metal as well. It's not just because she's a forge lady, but literally she had to construct her own body. Yeah, so
some people are saying that the mask is not little; it's a Jabberwocker. She's redoing the Jabberwocker. I'm like, I thought the Jabberwocker. Yeah, go ahead.
I looked at that mask pretty closely. That's a mouse. That's a mouse.
Yeah.
It has a little button nose. It's a mouse.
Yeah.
So did you guys see that Neo was supposed to have wheels?
Wheels?
No. What do you mean?
Wait,
Why?
Wheels.
What are you talking about?
Neo was supposed to roll around on wheel skating
at the speed of sound.
Why?
Yeah, it's I don't know what they were thinking with it, but it was a cut thing, and that's gonna be a big focus of the stream is that we have a lot of behind the scenes stuff that was.
Oh yeah, there was a bunch of behind the scenes stuff that came out on 4chan the other day.
Yeah, there were 2 episodes of the volume that were cut effectively. We were cut down from 12 to 10. We were right. It was a budget cut.
Okay, so this is legit sources.
This is legit. Neo was supposed to have wheel feet.
Sure. All right. Let's fucking find a way.
That's fine.
I don't understand why.
I can dig it. Is there a picture of this?
I just posted it.
I don't know, but they need to have the Transformer sound though.
In the chat. What do you guys think I've been posting?
What?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't care really when you post, but anyway, no, I just want the Transformer sound though when she does it.
Here, it should be showing up on screen pretty soon.
Do her feet get caught and she's got to gnaw them off or something? Does she have a date?
How does that
Coyote Ugly feet?
All right, so to highlight some things that have recently come to light, we revealed a few scraps of plot points. Neo was supposed to be force-fed RWBY. Was supposed to have force-fed RWBY the tea.
That would have been so much worse.
Okay.
I don't know, considering some of the messaging that we're possibly coming away with. It depends. Neo and the Curious Cat were going to team up before he betrayed her to become Neopet.
That would have been worse.
Apparently, Nightshade had more scenes.
Who?
It's John and Blake. They would have had more scenes together. And the volume was cut down from 12 episodes to 10. And let's see. But yeah, no, I have seen alleged spoilers for the volume, which I am more than keen to believe are real. So,
oh yeah, especially if this Neo with wheels
is actually legit. Yeah,
we need more Torchwick brand Heelys.
Watch this leak be a red herring. They actually leak a couple of things in here just to make it sound legit, just enough that's ridiculous, but I can see them doing that. And then they leak the spoilers, so it's okay, everyone's gonna think we're going this direction, but we're going the other direction. So,
I mean, I could.
but yeah, I have actually read the spoiler post because I was curious and I wanted to know, like, I'll be the one that says that, oh yeah, that lines up with what all the spoilers said.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, taking one for the team. What? Why? Why does Neo have wheels?
Hey, like,
do the RWBY animators think cats have wheels?
Maybe it was supposed to be for like a single visual gag, but it seems weird to make a character turn around for just one of those.
Yeah.
Was she cut off at the legs at some point?
I'm saying, like, did she have to gnaw her
Yeah.
from a horrible date? I don't know.
Yeah, something. Like, if this episode was like supposed to be the one that came out on April 1st, I would totally be down for it. But
oh, yeah, that's right. The wheel Neo was mentioned in the roundtable discussion, so at the very least, the wheels are legit.
Oh yeah, I shouldn't be neglecting chat this much, but I'm so caught up with the wheel Neo.
Weo.
The Weo. Yeah. Oh yeah. Back at the beginning of the stream, we were talking about fair use. Yeah. Well, okay. The Nintendo thing, like Nintendo making that stupid thing where they were like, "Oh, you should join the Nintendo program if you want to do Let's Plays of the games." It's like, no, it's fine. I just won't do Let's Plays of the games. But like, the people complaining that they took down like the soundtracks, it's like, that's not how fair use works. You can't just upload a soundtrack to your YouTube channel. That's not fair use. I don't like Nintendo, but I'm with them on that.
Oh well, I'm with them on that, but I like the soundtrack being on YouTube. I like that's nice.
Yeah, but like, I mean, Nintendo should operate an official channel where they have all their music. Like,
that'd be great.
Yeah.
Nintendo is like really cool innovation, but they're also allergic to common sense. It's really weird.
Yeah.
Because like they have like revolutionized the gaming industry multiple times over. They push things forward that are incredible. Like you see the power they can get out of the Switch, which is such a compact device. It's like, wow, that's amazing.
Wow, real life 720p gaming. No, is the Switch 1080p now?
The OLED model might be.
Okay. Yeah.
But like I'm sitting here, I'm like, that's incredible. You've made this like a really cool portable game that can be turned into an actual console. But it's like, all right, now let us have music on YouTube. No,
thanks. Yeah. Oh, hey, Raymond. So, Jacob here asked in the comments of the video, and then I told him to come to the stream and ask it in person. Why do you hate Oscar so much?
God, all right, I'll be back in an hour.
I do play it up. Actually, Twilight chewed me out for it.
For hating Oscar.
You play something up? What? What is
what?
This?
You hate a child?
Well, no. My hatred of Oscar is actually thanks to my apathy towards him. I whenever he comes on screen, he is a black hole of interest. He is actively the only thing interesting about him is that he is a host to Ozpin. Yeah. That is the only thing that's interesting about him. Otherwise, he is a complete blank slate of a character that does nothing of his own accord. He has no motivations. He has no interests. The most character development we've gotten was him talking about the girl who fell through the world back in Volume 8. And oddly enough, this volume has damaged that because now we know that was purely just to set up what's happening now in Volume 9. So it's like he's literally just there to serve as an exposition dump and then to serve as an exposition dump when everyone else has to explain. Like, Ozpin serves as the exposition dump, and Oscar is the person that everyone explains everything else to.
There are multiple scenes in Volume 5 that are just Ozpin explaining the how they have retconned the basic lore of the show to Oscar. He really did not get off on the right foot with anybody.
it is absolutely embarrassing. And the only thing they can think to do that's interesting with him is torture him. And I find that endlessly entertaining because they can't do anything else with him. Now, part of it is also I have a thing about media.
An affinity for kids to get beaten up. Yeah, you love that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, in most media, there is an aversion to having children get beaten. Now, here's the thing. I understand that. I very much understand why that's a thing. But also, when you put
Disclaimer,
a kid...
this is a joke, okay? Don't get him canceled. This is a joke.
Well, I'm talking, like, I'm pulling back as a writer. It's like, when you put a kid in a life or death situation and they come out completely unscathed, it's like... Think to that scene from Jurassic Park 2, from the Lost World, where the freaking daughter of Jeff Goldblum does the gymnastics like flip kick to kick a raptor out a window. She goes through that film unscathed. And actually, by today's standards, she actually gets kind of muddied up and a little bit like roughed around a little bit. But like she relatively gets out unscathed. You put a child in a room with a raptor, that needs to be goddamn dangerous. Like the first Jurassic Park got away with it barely because they were very smart with it. And even then,
I did years and years of gymnastics and taekwondo, okay? And it has to be classy. If not, you don't get the points. So that's why she was like unscathed.
But what I'm saying is that like kids in danger, there needs to be actual sign of danger. Now, oddly enough, with Oscar at this point, they have gone too far. It's like now he only exists to get beaten.
Yeah, like Volume 8, I made a RWBY tier list because I wanted to like put the episode or the Volume 9 episodes in order, and then I'm just like, hey, why don't I just do a whole tier list? So I rewatched like all the episodes and put them in order, and like, man, Volume 8 had so much Oscar torture, and it was so good. Two unrelated sentences, but like, man, I haven't rewatched Volume 8 since like the first time we've seen it. Yeah, because I didn't do a review, so I didn't rewatch it since like it ended. But man, Volume 8 is really good. Like, I really liked it. But the Oscar
you haven't
torture.
Watched the end of Volume 5?
Is...
I was gonna say, me too. Haven't watched the end of Volume 5.
Oh yeah, no. Actually, I've seen the end of Volume 5 so much because I wrote the damn script. I just haven't edited it yet.
But no, so that's. It actually is kind of funny. You can look up. There is I think 3 or 5 minute long compilation of just all the time Oscar got his shit kicked out of him.
And especially in like the early episode of Volume 8 when everybody was sitting around watching Oscar get the crap kicked out of him by the Hound, and they're like, "Oh no, Oscar, we better help you." And then they're all like filing their nails and checking their email, like.
Well, yeah, there's like the major problem with RWBY. Like one of the major problems is like everyone just stands around and does nothing as important plot points are happening around them.
Yeah.
Oh, Ruby's drinking the tea. Let's just stand there and
watch. Oh,
run in and go, no, that wasn't right. Let's go back outside and run in again.
Come in again, yes.
Well, no, because like the way that worked was like they ran in, they stopped, and then they decided to run a little bit further in.
Oh,
and that's because Neil turned around and said, "Red light."
Oh, it's her first word, and we missed it.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, we got a super chat from Fire Rose saying, "Fixing RWBY has ruined regular RWBY for you." Oh no! Seeing the fixes, I'm okay. It's like 99% Raymond. Since Volume 5, it's been like 99% Raymond. It was probably like 97% 6% Raymond before that, but still.
Bullshit. I have heard you cry yourself to sleep because you're helping Raymond with fixing RWBY, okay? You have,
okay. But the stuff they know, the stuff
it.
that made it to the episode.
That still doesn't mean you didn't work on it.
I'm sure my input is
no.
appreciated, but like...
I need to stand here on this fucking soapbox and say how important you are to fixing RWBY, not just Raymond, okay? Just saying. I watched him. I've heard him cry. I have.
And this is also not to say that I do have other people in the Sketchy Huntsman that have helped me write, especially Volume 6. There's like Volume 5 I had a lot of help, but Volume 6 has really kicked in where there's kind of 2 other people that have been helping me like bounce ideas off of and actually generate things.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
so, like, I get it after it's like written. I get like a finished draft, and then when I propose major structural changes, it's like, oh yeah, that would be cool. We're not going to do that, though. We're not going to rewrite the whole script.
Well, it's also at the same time, it's like, that would be cool. I still think what we have is also cool. So, like, there's that. $10 from Smith Black says, Fat Man looks like a fat Rasputin. A fat Sputin, if you will. I love you guys.
Yeah, I do. Well, one of my friends described my aesthetic as, what if Jack Black ate Adrian Brody and wore his face?
my brain isn't even processing what you just said. Lana Skellington, Fixing RWBY Volume 6 is not as good as the rest of the series. Wow.
The rest of RWBY or the rest of Fixing?
I would presume the rest of Fixing.
I really liked Fixing Volume 6 way more than Fixing Volume 5, at least. I don't know. Everybody's got their own. Everybody's got their own
weird reactions to it because like we decided to go freaking weekly. We went episodic, which has been an adventure all its own. But like people had a weird reaction to it. People either love it or hate it. It's bizarre.
Yeah, you know, it's always a fun line to walk, figuring out what the release schedule should be. Personally, I'm a fan of drop half the review on them and then wait 5 years and then constantly tease them about when the other half is gonna come out. We got another Make It Rain from Irish Griffin Films. Says, I'm thinking about making a Fixing RWBY series with Oscar as the main character. Any of you have any pointers for a young writer? Well, give him more to do than be a host for Ozpin.
But is this specifically for Oscar? That's what I said.
Or maybe it's just tips in general. Do you have some pointers for a young writer?
Write it forward to write it back. That's something that like I've come to really learn and love and appreciate. Is when you're writing, don't be afraid to just flow of consciousness, just write everything forward. Just keep writing, basically. Just keep going because of this. Like therefore, because therefore. Never do and. Like try to avoid saying and then. Try to avoid that. That's a really bad plot structure. But if you have because this happened, this happens. So because therefore, when you have that logic flow, it works.
Yeah.
That's and if you
kind of
follow
similar
that line
to
of
the
logic,
that's kind of similar to the write drunk edit sober approach.
Yes,
like do your first draft as fast and dirty as possible.
Yeah, your
so that
first
you at
draft
least know
is going to be bad.
Yeah,
like you must accept that your first draft is not going to be good. Maybe occasionally you'll have a really good line in there. Maybe occasionally you'll have a really good plot beat in there that you just nail. But more often than not, you're going to go back over your work and you're going to be like, man, this did not come out as good as it is. But what is very important, is getting that goddamn skeleton down.
Yeah.
Getting that skeleton down. You don't realize how important it is for your brain to have something to latch onto. It's why Fixing can move as fast as it does, which ironically is slower and slower. But the reason why is because we have a skeleton from RWBY that we understand of where it's going and what it wants to do. And we can build upon that and be like, okay, well, this wasn't working here, so we need to shift this over there. And like, do that with your own writing.
Yeah.
Write a really bad first draft. Write a terrible first draft.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Be precious.
Then from there,
you
fix it.
Don't think that your writing has a core before you're done. Like, it's like, oh, it's a story about this, and then, like, you know, you write the story first, and then that'll tell you what it's about. Like,
not necessarily. Like, you can have a core, but like there are two directions to take. Either you have a thematic core or like a plot core that you want to go with. Go ahead and try and write that, and it's going to wind up terrible. And then you write back and be like, okay, I can further refine it.
I mean, the point is, like, don't be precious with your own ideas. Like, your ideas don't mean shit. Like,
the legendary idea of kill your darling. That's the important thing. And what that means, it doesn't mean kill your favorite character, although that sometimes can be what it means.
Yeah.
It means you have this really, really great pet idea, this thing that you really love about your thing.
Yeah.
Oftentimes, you are the most blind to how that could be a problem.
Yeah, exactly. You like, thinking, you know, overestimating your own, like, how much you like your own ideas doesn't translate to, like, how well they present on paper. That's, like, if something doesn't work, you can't be like, but it's like central to the story, so I'll change all this other stuff to make it work. It's like, no, you shouldn't really. If other stuff is, like, already working better, then, well, that's the important part of the story now, you know? Don't be afraid to, like, delete your art, as Drawfee says.
Raymond should have been Torchwick's new VA. Well, I agree with you, but I'm not, sadly.
Yeah. He's got a much better Torchwick energy. Gray gave it the je ne sais quoi, and the other guys, you know, they're not bad. Like, I think, like, all of the RWBY recasts, have been, like,
have you heard
not...
Glinda's?
Does Glinda even have an... I mean,
yeah, I'm pretty sure she does. She does for sure, because she's been recast for the movie.
Oh, yeah, and she must have been in Ice Queendom, right? I didn't watch the dub of Ice Queendom, except for, like, that one clip of Yang forgetting how to read.
To be fair, I do not rely on the dub of Ice Queendom to tell me how good a performance is going to be, because Jesus Christ, the dub of Ice Queendom is awful.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, we know from experience that, like, after Volume 3, Yang, Barbara, became a really good actor. She nails Yang really well. And in Ice Queendom, she just doesn't.
And now she's nailing Aaron. I'm kidding. Did you see the OnlyFans thing?
There's an OnlyFans. Was it like a
okay? So
meme,
Barbara has an OnlyFans.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, she's had one I think she had one near the start of the coup.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. And
I mean, you can do OnlyFans for, like, non-pornographic stuff. Is that what she's using?
However, in celebration of a certain couple getting together, her and Aaron, Aaron Zek?
Yeah.
They did I don't know if they ever did any nudie pics, but they definitely did lingerie. They did lingerie poses for OnlyFans. That's celebration.
Pretty great.
For it. Well, I'm seeing her. I'm like, this is weird. It's just like that is a weird thing you chose to do.
I see absolutely nothing wrong with this.
I'm not saying anything bad with it.
It's not that weird.
No, I need to see something from you. I need to see it.
You're the voice actresses for these characters, so but you're going to pose together now.
Hey, everybody, drop a like on this stream, and if we get to 100 likes, we'll react to the whatever Barbara and Aaron did on OnlyFans.
That's it? Just 100? Come on, guys, you can get here.
Well, there are 120 people here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In 3 seconds. Everybody, what's wrong with
you? No, okay, so give us $1,000. If you get us $1,000 cumulatively, we will get Tonkatsu Sinclair, and we will live stream our reaction to the OnlyFans. I am sure Tonkatsu would be completely down with us going over that.
Yes. Oh, so Titania wants to know if my opinion on my favorite Disney finale has changed after seeing the finales for Owl House and Gravity Falls. And no, it really hasn't. I was right about the fact that the shows themselves didn't lead up to anything that could have been better than Star's finale. Like they're just different animals altogether. I really liked that.
You like the ending of Star versus the Forces of Evil?
Yeah. I don't know why people don't like it.
I know that's controversial. Well, isn't it like a weird? Did Dashi mute or deafen because she doesn't know, or she has already watched them? I don't know.
Actually, yeah, I meant to mute. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Yeah. Okay. Like people don't like that Star effectively genocides all of the magical beings, and it's like, yeah, like the spells were fun characters. I like the spells, but I also like the magical
I don't know
high
anything
council.
about the show other than that's apparently how it ends. That's the point of the record that may out there.
Oh yeah, but it's like the magical high council were the problem the entire time. Like they couldn't do anything about them except for get rid of the magic. And I don't know. I really liked that the end of the the last thing, you know, before credits rolled was the barrier between realms coming down. It's like, oh, the magic was actually just artificially separating all of the realms from being together. And it's like,
yeah, no, I see where people are coming from. I don't think the solution to a couple of assholes is to basically kill a lot of innocent people.
well, they're wrong. All right. You got to get rid of the assholes. And if you got to get rid of your I mean, also the spells were just like weapons. I mean,
well,
they had like their own personalities, and their, you know, but their use in the story was just to facilitate the fighting that the Magical High Council demanded of the society, like pitting monsters against humans. That was like their idea. And it's like, oh, but now we need our you know, fucking narwhal blasts to defend ourselves. But it's like, or you could just stop being dicks. Did you ever think of that? And the answer was no, we literally never thought of that. I don't know. I liked it.
Well, we're talking about everything except RWBY today.
No, we talked about RWBY for a long time. We got Wheelie Neo on screen right now.
True. I'm trying to think of like what else can we talk about in this episode?
Kingdom Hearts. No.
I mean, we have the door right there.
It's true.
I'm disappointed in myself because like the point where I gave up editing on the reaction was about around the time that I did that cat
the cat
on
Ansem. Yeah.
Because I was going to say, as soon as you like said, oh, Riku and Mickey are behind the door, I was going to edit them in, but I was like, fuck it, I'm tired.
Yeah, I know. That's something that I would have spent like 6 hours trying to rotoscope Riku and Mickey, trying to put them in the. I take that. I take that Barry video and edit his amazing portal effects.
But yeah, so like,
Torchwick turns into a boat, and RWBY mashes R1 a lot.
We can talk about how Neo has basically been completely eviscerated as a character now. Effectively, like,
I mean, if you ask Vex. Oh, we should tell Dashi to come back in now.
Yeah. Dashi, come back. Someone mentioned the door to darkness. God, get ready for Kingdom Hearts 2, man. You're gonna room for that phrase a lot.
That's gonna be fun.
John was actually a competent fighter in this episode. Hopefully, he'll be one of the stronger members of the cast going forward. Stop!
He's gonna be one of the youngest members because he's going back to getting young again.
Oh my god! No. What if John becomes like 15?
Younger than Oscar. And Weiss is like, ew.
And RWBY comes out as MILF, and she's like, Everything balances out. Yes.
Oh, hey, Nick brings up a good point. We have questions in the Discord.
Nah.
No, we do though.
Yeah.
Oh, hey,
actually, I'm gonna go get changed because it is fucking hot in here, and I'm wearing sweatpants. I need to get out of these sweatpants.
Oh yeah, the temperature.
Come back.
Dash, do you want to pull up questions from the Discord?
So I got, of course, yeah, no.
I mean, okay, you can either man the chat or the Discord.
Look, when fucking streams are on my channel, you know, I'm all like, boom, 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 boom. This is what we're doing. When I'm on your channel, just let me know, and you just did. And as long as you let me make fun of you for 1 second, I will do whatever you need. So,
I mean, you gotta make fun of me for at least 5 minutes.
5 minutes? All right.
Get the timer.
Rolls up sleeves. Rolls up G cups. No. No. All right, let me see. What do we got? So did we get the likes yet? Only 43 likes and 108 watching.
Only 43.
No, I'm not even talking until those likes are the same.
I guess not enough people want us to start doing OnlyFans reactions.
Yes, all right, so none of these are checked off, so I take it we're just starting off. Yeah. Right. Titania says, "Have you seen the Dead Fantasy by Monty, and how does it compare to RWBY?" Well, you mean like Dead Fantasy, the original? Yeah, I think all of us had. Like, if you haven't and you've been watching, RWBY,
if you've been watching RWBY, but not like Haloid and Dead Fantasy, oh, buddy, if we got some art to share,
how does it compare? It doesn't, because it's not Monty. I mean, that's about it for me.
Yeah, it's super hard to say that like any of the the newer stuff truly compares. Although like the newer stuff is good in its own way. Like I do think some of the best RWBY fights have been like post Volume 4, like Crow versus Tyrion. Really? Crow versus Tyrion.
I mean, yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, like you said, it's on its own, sure.
Probably second to only like Yang versus Neo on the train, which is like a classic Monty fight. But like the gunchucks from Volume 5 are right up there with the gunchucks from Volume 1.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what I say. The only one that, like, in my memory that I can be like, oh, it's like Monty would be that, and that's it. Yeah. And then, I can't think of anything else. Yeah.
The gunchucks definitely had the most like, this is some like hard Monty energy going right now. Mm-hmm. But like I think like some of the other fights have been like just as good in their own right. Like I rewatched Volume 8 yesterday, and man, that whole fight, like that whole like really big fight on the platforms with mostly Weiss, like Neo versus RWBY versus Weiss versus Cinder versus Penny versus Weiss versus everyone. Like that fight was like so good on like rewatching it. It's like insane how competent all of the characters were. I kind of like want to go back and like rewatch our reactions to like the last 2 episodes of Volume 8, because I don't remember I don't remember giving them that much credit.
It's fucking hilarious that you're bringing this up, because I was going to talk to you guys about doing that whenever Volume 9 is done, to actually visit some stuff from our earlier
reactions,
even like what came true, like our theories, or like what's in the middle, what makes more sense now. I haven't watched Volume 8 since 2 years ago, like you have everything super fresh, and I'm sitting here going, you fucking think it's amazing. All right, well, I can't remember how I obviously know the main stuff, but we need to do that again, and we need to sit down and stream and talk to everybody again after everything's done. While we're waiting for hopefully Volume 10. Any word on that, by the way?
I would be amazed if it
post
didn't
by
get.
EC Myers that was basically like, "Oh, I want to hear what you want to see in Volume 10," and everyone's like, "Oh, Volume 10 confirmation." No. That to me speaks of, guys, let us know that you want a Volume 10. That's what that's saying to me, honestly.
Yeah,
that's not confirmed at all.
Like, it would be so weird if they didn't get a Volume 10.
Right.
Like,
I mean, of course, but money.
Yeah, money's money. But I can't, like, some people, like, back in, like, the early reactions, and they were saying that, like RWBY was, like, well outperforming average Crunchyroll shows. So I don't know what
Who
that
was
means.
saying this?
Comments, just I like
people.
Yeah, just like there were
just people.
Yeah, there we got at least one of those in, like, the first 4 reactions. Like,
the problem is that it's not measurement by Crunchyroll shows; it's measurement against WB's other properties, and that's actually kind of part of the thing that's uncomfortable. Is that we know now? I have confirmation from inside sources that they basically paused at episode 7, I want to say, of developing Volume 9 to make both of the films.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
They just straight up paused. It does not sound like they wanted to make the films, if I'm being honest.
The films, the DC stuff.
The DC stuff.
Okay.
I think, frankly speaking, DC sees RWBY as a failing property, and we're like, or not DC, but WB sees RWBY as a failing, if not just, rocky property. And they're like, okay, you know what? Make these DC films, and if they make money, then you save the show. Like, that's
I would think they wouldn't bother making films if it was a losing. Like, I don't know, the corporate.
They might see it as mismanaged, and it's like they're trying to get their bang for their buck. As long as, like, Rooster Teeth is footing the bill for it.
Are they so probably like, oh, let's cross them over with some of our classic, characters. Let's get people to know what RWBY is, who their characters are, push them in. I don't to see how they do. I mean, it could, I guess, maybe, but if it's failing, I'd be like, finish up this volume, and that's good. If it's failing, that's how I would manage my corporate money. But sure, I mean, I don't know how things work.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions we don't have answers to. We probably never will have answers to until, like, maybe like 10 years after RWBY comes out, where they can talk, like, more flippantly about the, like, NDAs they signed.
Yeah, when do the movies come out? There's 2 of them.
The first movie comes out, like, almost immediately after Volume 9 finishes.
Oh yeah, they're already pushing pre-orders for it on Amazon.
Yeah.
All right.
Also,
I don't know
how we're going to divvy up reactions for that.
Is episode 10 going to be this weekend or next weekend? By the way,
this weekend.
This weekend.
Okay. What did I hear? 2 weeks. All right. That's good.
I don't know.
Because Neo Wheels.
So,
Neo Wheels definitely added a whole week to production.
So, how are you gonna divvy up?
Did we read Great Bar's £10 super chat?
No, not yet. But I want to follow up on what Raymond said. How are you gonna divvy up the movies? Like, there's 2 movies. One for you, one for Batman. That's it.
Yeah, but
okay, now you can do
what is the question?
We'll flip a coin.
Okay, flip a coin. There you go.
Well, it'll depend on who's busier the week the first one comes out.
Great Bar asks, do you think some moments from V8 have become better with context from V9? Also, why does John get hate of more development when barely in? John has... V8 has not changed, I don't think, in my mind.
Yeah, I don't think context helped anything from Volume 8. It just rewatching it and, like, how, like, I, like, fucking adored the haunted house episode with the Hound Grim. Like, I remember that was, like, when I watched it the first time, I was like, oh my god, what are they doing, a horror episode now? And then when, I watched it again, I was like, oh god, they are doing a horror episode. It's like, yeah, Volume 8 has that, like, so bad it's good energy that, like, almost defies being contextualized into, like, the actual RWBY story.
Let me see. So it's really hard. So I'm doing editing for fixing RWBY right now, and I'm trying to focus on like 3 things at once. It's weird.
That's fair.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as for why John gets so much hate, it goes back to volume 1, and how
taking like 4 episodes of screen time away from the main characters.
From the titular characters.
Yeah,
like
especially because he was like the author insert guy who got his arc about, you know.
But he's not the author insert. Didn't you hear that? And that's what Miles said. He's not myself.
guys, the author is telling you who the author insert is. Yeah.
But yeah, it stems back to that, and he has always gotten like more to do than RWBY. In many ways, like I don't know how to describe it otherwise.
Yeah. But now it's good because RWBY is having an existential crisis about how little she's been doing this entire series. See, it's good, guys. It's really good. That's one of the weird things about like Volume 9, especially when like fixing comes around. It's like Volume 9 was good because of how bad the previous volumes were. Like, how are you gonna cope with that?
Yeah, we are legitimately, we're sitting in like me and the people that helped me write are sitting here like, what do we do?
How?
We legitimately, yeah, it's like this is a.
I've had too much character development. No.
Legitimately, like we've already covered a lot of the major issues.
Yeah. See, it was bad on purpose. Like all of those people back in Volume 1 who were telling me that it was great because Miles and Carrie were secret geniuses. So you think some of that would have come up in the director's commentaries, but I don't know.
Also, we're asking the question of what the hell is the Ever After?
Well, I don't know. There's going to be a 45-minute exposition dump at the end of the end of the 10th episode. Don't you know how this works?
Wow. Can I please have the numbers for the lotto then, Fat Man? All right. So Steel Angel 2000 has wanting to ask, what was the point of the Jabberwocker this entire volume? Just a replacement for the Grimm, or was there some kind of threat?
Well,
I personally think it was just something to show, yet again, for the millionth time, how much stronger Neo got. So she can predict stuff.
Yeah, that lines up about right.
You did say that 2 episodes were cut, and maybe like somebody, maybe there was but no, the 2 episodes that were cut must have been after episode 7. So,
well, we don't know when the budget cuts happened. Like that's the thing. We don't know when those happened.
Oh, yeah. All right. Buh. Yeah, no, it's weird that they introduced the Jabberwocker as having the ability to like prevent people from reincarnating. Like maybe the cat is gonna get fed to the Jabberwocker as, you know, the end finale bit, but I don't know. It, like Dashy said, probably just so that Neo could beat its ass.
I mean, it makes sense if they cut the budgets in episode 7 you said, because like we barely saw Neo at all. We just saw her come up, make a bunch of Neos, and go get them to the Jabberwocker, and that's it.
Yeah, was that the only Neo we got? Well, no, we got the Neo,
and then she fought
5 and 7.
The paper pleasers. And, yeah.
Those were both like little Neo appearances. But yeah, it's
Glad right, so Spectra.
8, though. Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to ask a question, but go ahead.
No, I was saying go ahead.
All right, Spectra asks, do you think the blacksmith is really, in fact, an ascended Alex after the cat killed her? I personally do, yes.
It would make sense.
It's a mixture.
It makes the most sense.
Yeah, especially given the cat's, like, she wanted to fix everything line.
Even as much as I'm pulling for Little to be Alex, the blacksmith is just as likely, probably if not more, depending on what she wanted. That said, an interesting theory cropped up when we were talking about it, and this one is: do you think that the ever after is the crown of choice, or in some way related to it? Because you have the choice
mean...
when you ascend.
Oh, I thought you mean because like it was like the recycling bin of everything that was made.
That's what I thought.
That was Batman's thing. I like that idea, but the idea that Ozpin tossed the relic, one of the relics, into the void to get rid of it, to basically remove it from circulation permanently.
Was that the one that was like, the beacon one? It's just harder to find.
Beacon's run. Yeah, the Veil relic. And he's like, that one I've taken care of especially. Is it possible he tossed it in here and it turned into Ascension, effectively? It lets you reincarnate.
Well, okay, did you see the fairy tale shorts that RWBY did?
No.
Well, the only one of those that I liked was the one about the choice relic, because it was more of like a paralysis kind of thing. Like it like told you what the answers would be to like any choice you could make so that you could make the right one. Like that's kind of how the choice relic operated in the fairy tale short about it. And I mean,
yeah, but like, when are those trustworthy?
As well,
they also invented freaking animal god.
Yeah, the animal god, who's like, humans, you want to destroy all of the animals. Animals, you want to not get destroyed by the humans, but have you ever considered meeting each other halfway? Whose side are you on, animal god?
X-Man chats, most logical cuts would have been an episode of JWYB traveling to the tree instead of teleporting, and more insights with RWBY in the tree.
Yeah.
No, actually, I think that's the opposite. Maybe the traveling to the tree, but I think the real cut first happened was RWBY getting to where Neo was, because that felt really weird.
No, I mean, okay, perhaps, but I think that worked really well for like episode for like episode 8, whereas the teleporting to the tree thing was mostly just confusing. Like, I thought it was a jump cut. I thought they literally just skipped the travel to the tree, and then it turns out that they got like sucked up by leaves, and it's like, wait, what? I didn't like the way they did that, where I did like the way they did. So if those were the 2 episodes they cut, RWBY traveling to the house and everybody else traveling to the tree, then I don't know. I feel like they did as well as they could have done. Honestly, the rest of episode 9 was so bad, though.
The tree jump cut could have been way better if they had a little more surrealist like geography to the world, because like they actually like.
Well, I mean, they spent the whole first episode like looping around.
Well, yes, but then they don't ever like do anything like that again.
It's because they had little guiding them, right? They were following the path of the book. Like they didn't have they didn't know the way, as Ugandan Knuckles would say.
Well, then the counterpoint then is John, who is actively mapping out the different acres. Like that was a thing that he was doing, and he had a concrete map of like how you get close to the tree. Like he knew how to get to the tree, he just didn't want to go there. It's like,
well, maybe getting to the tree isn't the same as getting to the tree. I don't know. Because he wasn't trying, because like, okay, RWBY and Weiss and everybody were trying to go to the tree, and the world wasn't letting them. Jean was not trying to go to the tree, so the world did let him there. I don't know.
So, guys, there was that. There's a couple of scenes during the whole volume with some butterflies. There's a blue butterfly and a yellow butterfly. You guys have anything to say about them things?
They are also Alex.
Okay.
We're entering a new
There are some
level.
theories that
Everyone
say
is
that.
Neo.
Yeah, if they come up, they come up. If not, I'm not gonna hold my breath waiting for it. Cause like, I initially thought that the butterflies started showing up after Herb got tree sucked, but like they've been there the whole time. Like they were in the episode with the prince, and they were in there was one of them in episode 1, and it's like, oh, okay, so these butterflies have been there the whole time. I don't know. Like there was.
I think it's part of the cat. I think it's just part of the cat because whenever the butterfly showed up, it was something to do with a cat, and the cat would show up after.
Maybe. If they matter, then I'm sure they'll do something. You know. Maybe one of them is blue, one of them is yellow. I mean, one of the gods was purple and one of the gods was gold. Like, okay. I don't know. Maybe they represent the gods, huh? Maybe the gods are just hanging out here, fucking with the cat.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Who knows?
That would be great. At the end, it's like the cat is like, "Who are my makers?" My maker. It's like 2 little butterflies appear, and it is like,
the
Actually,
butterflies. Hold on, the butterflies are little baby monitors for the gods.
no, but that would actually it would make sense if they're the golden purple butterflies, and he's chasing them around because they're the gods. He's chasing after. Oh fuck!
They're
I kind of like
cats
that.
Moby Dick now.
I mean, that is his motivation.
Yeah. Neo has reached peak zoomer, hitting the dab on Heelys.
But yeah, no. Neo is just we kind of escaped it, but Neo is like, she went from being a very surface level character to being a overly broken character. She's just not. I don't think she's functional anymore. It's like, oh, you don't hate Cinder? You were willing to try and kill Cinder back in Volume 6, and you just gave up on that? Like,
and 8, like multiple times in Volume 8, she fucking had the fuck you eyes at Cinder. Like, yeah,
it's like you don't want to go back and kill Cinder? You don't have a connection to the more, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Vex was right. She's not a character. What do Blake and Jean have to do with each other for a scene between them to work? Oh yeah, you said that there were supposed to be Blake and Jean scenes that they cut.
Yeah.
How? And, like, I don't even know. Would that be the first Blake and Jean scene?
It might be, which is hilarious, because then the parallels to fixing Volume 6 become even stronger, because we purposely went out of our way to, like, okay, we want to have a scene with Blake and John, because, you know, we had this whole, like, thing that was built up between them back in Volume 1, in our fixing Volume 1, like this just weird dynamic they have where they're actually a little more friends. Like, so it would have been really weird if we had the first ever John and Blake standalone scene in Volume 9, which already has weird parallels going on with fixing Volume 6.
Guys, in the time drop, please keep everything as a question only. Finish your sentences with a question mark. Read the top, please. Next question. Sailor the Pyro. Hypothetically, should they have had the cat reveal that Jean killed Penny?
I mean,
that's the question: is has anyone actually told anyone? Has Weiss or John told anyone that John actually just straight up killed Penny?
We don't know. That definitely would have helped her break down for what the cat wanted her to do.
Yeah. Does the cat know? I mean, the cat would have been in the Thunderstorm with Jean, so we would have seen the whole, like, Penny thing. You know, he would have seen, like, Jean being all angsty about Penny. Yeah.
With the subtle picture of Penny? The gigantic subtle picture?
Yes.
Yeah.
The most subtle picture of Penny. Yeah.
He don't even know we're making fun of him. That's awesome.
he's editing. It's okay.
Oh, he's editing.
Don't witchcraft at work here.
But half of the fun of making fun of Raymond is him knowing that I'm making fun of him. That's
I think Jean would be pretty good with a a metagun to extend his aura. A metagun.
What?
To extend his aura. So
Should I know
he
this?
can heal from long. Oh, are you talking about
Mercy's weapon from TF2.
Yeah, the healer from TF2. Okay. Just turn him into the doctor from TF2. Yeah.
Well, G1090. Assuming that the ascension process goes through, what do you think it will mean for RWBY?
See,
should become big mommy milkers.
I would.
That's everyone's wish.
I would absolutely love it. Like unironically, not like so bad it's good wise, not like, not any weird way. I would unironically love it if RWBY has this huge like thematic upturn of the main character becoming completely different without ever having a thematic bridge to it in the previous, volumes, without ever foreshadowing
Hate
something
that
like
so
that.
much. I don't understand.
Well,
you
yeah,
guys.
no,
I don't get it.
This is the question: is Fatman? Then how do you deal with the messaging that suicide is the solution?
Hey,
Because that is exactly the route we're going down, and it's very, very uncomfortable.
that's what the trigger warnings are for.
I mean,
yeah,
I'm
suicide
not
is never
against
the
them
answer.
telling that story, but it feels like they don't want to.
Yeah,
It feels like they're not trying to.
suicide is never the answer. Well, what if the question is, how did Hitler die? All right. I'm not writing cancel culture. Yeah, like, I don't know. Like, if they make, I mean, look, they've made their bed for writing a suicide story. They could, I mean, hey, they'll have another 10 years to justify it in retrospect, right? I don't know. I'm down for it. Hey, I mean,
basically they're saying would it be her accepting her faults, or would they have her become someone else completely?
I mean, it
don't know,
seems like
there's
she's
no
gonna become
way
her
it's
own
gonna be
mom.
someone else completely, though.
I
That was just a fucking meme. There's no way she's gonna become her mom. And if that happens, then Yang needs to become Raven, and that's how they leave. But that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, hey, guess what? Now Yang finally gets to work out her mommy issues. Yeah, she'll be like, "Why did you leave me?" It's like, are you talking about RWBY, Summer, or Raven, or Blake?
You would love Blake so much if she became her mom.
Oh yeah, no question.
Oh, yeah,
if the entire team ascended into their MILF form.
Wait, do you even like fucking what's not Winter, what
Willow. Yeah.
Okay.
Willow's all right.
She's.
I couldn't remember
cool.
what Fatman.
Yeah.
Okay, tier list now. We have all four MILFs.
All four MILFs. Obviously, Callie first.
We can all agree there.
Yeah. God, I mean, Raven at the bottom. God, like, we don't know. The problem is we don't know Summer. Like, we got like one clip of her reading bedtime stories.
Batman, don't you remember? We do know about her. You told me we knew about it, right? We knew about it from volume one.
From volume
She's
one.
Super Mom.
She's super mom. She bakes cookies. And she fucking died. Classic Disney anime trope.
You also called her lazy, Fatman. She's just in the ground. Like, she's such a lazy ass. You totally said that. That's horrible, dude. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm laughing at that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd probably give probably give Willow second place just because she, fucking wrecked the Hound with Whitley in volume 8.
Alright.
And then Summer gets third place, sure. Just because, nothing, literally nothing would be better than Raven.
Alright. right. Looney Goons asks, does the fact that the gods from Volume 6 also abandoned the Ever After imply they do this a lot, and them coming back might be a lie?
That would be funny. Are there even relics in the Does the Ever After have its own set of relics? Now that would be something. Like,
I thought the gods made that just to annoy Ozma.
yeah,
There's no Ozma here, so why would they make him here?
Yeah.
The Ever After.
Yeah, I want the relics literally just to be some fucking shit to annoy Ozma. And when Salem at the end of the series assembles all the relics and the gods come back down and they're all like, "You're not Ozma. Come on." And then they just scatter the relics to the winds again. It's just like, "Yeah, you set him back thousands of years. Hope you're proud of yourself." And then that's the thrilling conclusion of RWBY. The gods literally just don't care enough to destroy Earth a second time. I mean, Remnant. And then they get the happy ending.
Anybody got time for that?
And then they find out that Ozpin is actually just the problem the whole time, and they leave him to go inhabit teenagers for the rest of eternity.
Once again, guys, there's 124. There's 142 people watching this. There's only 55 likes.
Yeah,
get on that shit.
Yeah, come on. We gotta get like less than the 30. You gotta like for us to react to the OnlyFans exclusive RWBY content.
So Lillian Licorice has had this on their mind since episode 9. Can Jean essentially not use his transformed shield and sword? What?
Oh, that's a good
transformed shield and sword, broadsword.
Because he can do that thing where he basically sticks his sword into his shield.
Into the shield.
Sure. So where's the shield? And also, like, read that. Like, am I getting it wrong?
Where is that? Is that in the tundra? Sorry.
Yeah.
It's discussion. Where's questions?
My dyslexia is not helping, maybe, but yeah. Actually, answer that. I have to do.
But can John essentially not use this transformed shield plus sword broadsword if the sword is broken halfway? And that makes sense. It's weird because of the phrasing of shield plus sword broadsword. Like that, it trips up. I understand what you're coming from.
Yeah. I don't see how the sword being broken would stop it from, like, you know, him being able to, like, stick half the sword in the thing. Like, I mean, maybe it wouldn't, like, lock in place as effectively so that he could, like, do the broadsword thing with it. But I don't know. Maybe not. So a lot of people do think that Wheelie Neo was a late April Fool's joke.
Did I use the wrong Blake? Did I use Blake?
You're using the wrong Blake.
We have two versions of our Blake model, and I think I used the wrong one because this one has broken facial things.
Uh-oh. I bet Yang would like to give Blake a broken facial, if you know what I'm talking about.
That sounds like domestic abuse. Probably is not a good thing for him. Yeah, this is the wrong Blake model. Okay.
Oh yeah. Oscar getting shot by Ironwood is a wonderful. Ironwood best character. just for shooting Oscar in the face. Do we have another question from the... Oh, Dashy is muted.
Dashy's muted. I'm focused on posing models.
Oh, no.
Fat man carrying hard today.
Yeah. It's carry. Super carry. This has been on my mind since... Oh, we already read that. Okay. And whatever happened to the bird that tried holding off the Jabberwocker? Hawker, our favorite character.
Yeah, Hawker's dead.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty Hawker's just straight up like obliviated.
I know. What a poor guy. That, yeah, truly, I mean, aside from Little, obviously, the highlight of the volume.
I still hold it's the birds, but you know, that's
Hawker was a bird. He was just a he was just a
wasn't
more
Shugo, though.
Yeah, okay, well, that is fair. What if the butterflies are the people of Atlas and Mantle?
That seems really abstract to do.
Yeah.
Like,
I
if
mean,
you had more time, maybe, but like, I don't think they're going that route with it.
yeah. I could definitely see them. Didn't Carrie say that the people were just dead, like that they just like died on the like on sudden impact of the blast?
Yep.
Yeah.
Which everyone's like, oh, they're all civilians. Like, of course they're. Yeah, but how do you know there wasn't like a huntsman or something in that group?
Well, I mean, because they didn't have cool anime hair. Are the relics just glorified Infinity Stones? DC is about to make a Marvel reference. Well, you know, the relics have like characters inside them, like Jin and Brodacious. So they're not the Infinity Stone reference doesn't really go like 1-to-1. But I mean, they are the MacGuffins that have their purpose. Like, I would say that the Maidens are closer to Infinity Stones than the relics are. Yang and Blake, who would be the top and bottom? Is that even a serious question? Like, I would pay money to see Blake try to top. All right.
I mean, yeah, if you've watched her fight, she can't.
Yeah. That's gonna be like their big like couple fight. The fact that Blake is terrible at topping, because Yang is just a bottom at heart, truly. Fat Man Butter, is that a reference to me being a lobster riddle? The rest of fixing. Wait. Okay. These are some like older chat messages. And I'm not sure what the context of them is. What did I just walk into? Why does Neo have wheels for legs? Oh yeah. Hold on. Let me bring that back up.
It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Don't ask questions.
Yeah. Just accept it. Just keep rolling. Do you know who Marguerite Bennett is? Of Marguerite Bennett's interpretation of Volume 4. I don't know who that is. That's the first time I've heard that name. Dakota Miller hates the movie. Okay. You call it? Neo would do her villain rant through.
Okay.
Oh yeah, XL Henge. You called it that Neo would do her villain rant through Torchwick. Yeah, like as soon as we found out that her, her illusions could speak, that was like the avenue to finally bring Torchwick back and let him drop some serious knowledge on RWBY in the form of beating her ass along with all of RWBY's other friends and Clover. Someone in the comments did point out that like RWBY is super tangentially related to why Clover is dead, because if she didn't try to save Mantle, then Ironwood would have never put out the arrest warrant for them that Clover would have then tried to act on, even though...
Does she even know he's dead?
No, she has no reason to suspect that he's dead. Aside from maybe that he was still on Mantle when the Kingdom of Atlas touched down and like made a giant shockwave that killed everyone or something. Okay. I don't know.
That takes me back. Like, okay, this is gonna sound stupid, but we're reaching. How's our shoulders doing? Doing good. When a psychic that claims to be like, oh yeah, psychic, they dig around, right? And that's what Neo is doing with Penny. It's like she's like, I died at Beacon, didn't I? Waiting for like reactions. And she's like, let's throw Clover in there. Oh, well, we didn't get a reaction. Let's just hope nobody noticed.
No, it's just, she's just cold reading RWBY. That makes a lot of sense.
That's all it is. She just focused on one part of her brain, and then just her brain had diarrhea of characters, and that's what she did. It could have been CL. We didn't, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, they brought up CL in episode 4. It should have been CL. She should have been there.
You and your editing with popping out again, Brit's corner there, like just like I joked you. Oh my god, the reaction is amazing.
Yeah, that was my favorite gag. I spent the longest on the Pura, but I remember
back in the day when we used to hang out and just we each used to like edit, just be quiet. Suddenly you'd like laugh because you sit there laughing at your own joke as you were editing, and same with me, like all the time. We're just like chuckle. And that's what I figured you were doing the whole time. You're like,
oh yeah, just laughing at that. I should clip some of those as shorts.
We laughed so much.
Yeah, get more views and no money. All right.
Mm-hmm. That little video at the beginning, the Raymond chorus, that was so fucking funny. I was just saying that before we started the stream, that I was like so mad that like my audio was not lined up, guys, and then I was like starting to type. I'm like, you asshole motherfuckers, why don't you ever line up? And then I see double Raymond. Right. Okay, that was good. That is all.
I also but your kick in after that, yelling and yelling something. It's just, I loved it. I hear that and I just
yeah. I mean that's what the lyrics are. You listen to it carefully next time. But like I said, in the last one, I'm gonna just say the words. I'm gonna use the words because I was being polite because they still talk. No, now I'm just gonna like yell that they have no option. Fat Man has no alternative but to line me up. Watch him be. Oh my god, never mind. I know him now. No, forget it. Never said anything, guys. Never said anything.
All
right, Rudy.
Someone says to me in the chat that's irritating me. Light Spaceman says, I believe most writing problems can be fixed if you just have your characters admit they're stupid. I am going to stop you right there, my good man. There are different kinds of stupid. Stupid is a broad spectrum.
There are many different kinds of stupid.
Yes. And it also is as it does, okay?
Yes. When you say, they admit they're stupid, you don't understand. You can be inconsistent and stupid. It's like, it can work. Like there's entire volumes of jokes in comedies about how some characters are incredibly stupid, but then like at the last minute, they whip out like a complicated like mathematical equation without blinking, and everyone's like, wait, you can do that? And there's like, do what?
You never asked.
It's like there are whole jokes about the kinds of stupid people can be, so you have to be very careful with that. You can't escape them.
Yeah, there are many kinds of stupid, and I don't think I think like it's not so much about having your characters acknowledge that they're stupid. Like, it's more so about having the story acknowledge that the characters are stupid. Because, like, that's, like, one of the big differences between, like, Red vs. Blue and RWBY, is that in Red vs. Blue, all of the characters are goddamn idiots. But they are supposed to be. And in RWBY, all the characters are goddamn idiots, but they're never treated like that. Like no one ever like everybody thinks that the characters are like cool and good, and they're all like, oh, you're heroes, you're huntsmen, you're gonna save the world, and it's like, you know, no one's. It's less about the characters, more about like the actual story itself.
Yeah, and it involves a lot of things like tone, obviously the lore and all that kind of thing. Yeah. Although I will argue, not everyone in Red vs. Blue is like actually Red vs. Blue is a perfect example of the different kinds of stupid.
Yes.
Like, because you get some incredibly technologically competent characters in there, like Sarge and
yeah, like Simmons is a book smart genius. He's a fucking idiot.
Fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Then you have like Church,
and Griff is a fucking idiot, but he's a genius.
Yeah, and then you have Church, who is like, he wants everything. He's actually like he understands what it means to be in command. He is terrible at being in command. Like I'm thinking back to like, you know, the first 5 seasons myself, but like the jokes there. Like, Tucker is like, he's not really stupid. He's just lazy as fuck and doesn't care. like you get all these different shades of character, and they all play off of each other because of their stupidity, because of their laziness, because of their faults are what make them.
Yeah.
Trying to say like, oh, the characters admit they're stupid, and the story admits they're stupid. It's like that's lazy writing.
Having a character in general, like having a character admit to their faults, like that doesn't help. That hardly helps any problems. I saw someone tweeting about Star Trek the other day, and they were saying that Michael Burnham from Discovery, and it's like, oh, people hated her, but like all she did was, you know, constantly apologize for her mistakes, and everybody loves Captain Shaw, but he's an unrepentant asshole. And I'm like, no, but that is because the reason people didn't like Burnham is because she constantly tried to make amends for the mistakes she made. Her best scenes were the ones where she acted in her own self-interest, and her worst scenes were the ones where she was like repenting for her acting in her own self-interest.
How did she typically repent? Because again, I've not watched Discovery. The first.
Oh yeah, the only new Trek you've seen is the Picard you watched with me.
Did she actually try to make up for her mistakes, or did she just give like half-assed apology?
No.
Like, what's the ratio?
Like, she joined the because like she was.
Is she a Bartley?
No, she's
because Bartley fucked up a lot. He had a good heart about him.
That's not the worst. That's not the worst Star Trek parallel to draw there. Yeah, she's not Barkley, but that's actually an all right parallel. It basically like it wasn't just like apologies with no with no substance behind them. It wasn't like that. She was legitimately trying to make amends through like trying to solve the actual like scientific problems of the ship, like trying to help get the mushroom drive working. But like every time she broke from that and like tried to uncover the actual mysteries of the show, were much better scenes in general. Like her good moments were the ones where she actually acted with her own agency, and not the one where she was trying to like seek approval of like the authority figures. Whereas like Shaw and his and his likability comes from the fact that he just does not give a shit. And he's like, fuck you, Picard, you were Locutus. Like it's like, having characters admit their faults, not usually the way you want to go.
There's a difference. Like if they're unrepentant about their faults, like, yeah, I'm an asshole, so fucking what? I get shit done. there's something to be said there. But if it's a person like
Yeah.
everyone knows that one person that's constantly apologizing for the mistakes they made.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I'm so bad at this. Like, yes, but you're not showing any sign of improvement. Like, I think that might be as like if you're self-aware, but you make no room to improve, and you're you're constantly apologizing, but you're not trying to grow. It's kind of like John, I think, a little bit. Remember how you said that John? What was the trifecta of John back in Volume 1? Where
he doesn't want to work. He doesn't want to accept help, and he doesn't. Oh God, what was the third one?
Well, yeah, that's the one I'm stalling on.
Yeah, he doesn't want to do the work. He doesn't want to accept the help, and he's God. Was it like he wasn't naturally talented?
Yeah, he didn't have the natural talent.
Yeah, it was like the whole trifecta of like incompetency. Because like you can not want to do the work while being naturally talented, and you can like not want to, you can not be naturally talented while accepting help. But it's like, yeah, it's like it's like wanting your cake and having it too. Like so be very careful when you're having your characters admit that they're stupid or just their faults in general.
Yeah, if you want to do that, then either they embrace that part of themselves and they're just like, you make it more of a comedy routine, like Tucker being like unrepentantly lazy. He's just like, yeah, I'm a lazy piece of shit. So what? I'm not going to do any of that. Fuck you. Like you have that kind of character, because a lot of those people actually fucking exist. Hi, I'm one of them. But it's either that, or you actually have to have the character work to improve themselves from what they are. And you can't you can't constantly have them fucking up again and again and again, unless you're leading to some tragic ending where it's just that they are unable of growing. Like you could lead it that way, but it's a really dangerous route to go. It's an easy way to get people to hate a character.
Like, all right, speaking of being an asshole and not caring, that's enough about that question. That was like 20 minutes of stuff that I had no clue about. Because I'm the stupid one. Yes, Ryan, I saw that. Yes, I'm stupid. And I'm fine because I'm a fucking genius in other places.
And you admit it, too.
I do. Fuck that.
Yeah.
All right, so Rudy's been trying to ask this question. Does Ever After make it so the characters are paused in reality? Or does time move normally in the Ever After?
We don't know.
Yeah,
no clue.
That's one of my favorite things about this volume is that they didn't cut back. They didn't cut back to the outside. My biggest fear of this volume assuaged. I'm happy about that. Warner Brother released a clip of Glinda from the Justice League movie. Oh, well, I haven't seen it.
Yeah. I seen it. It's people are giving her shit. It's It's like it's not really that bad. It's just sort of like okay.
Does she have like an English accent or something?
Glinda always had sort of a British affectation. That's kind of hard to define, but it's a thing she had.
Damn it. Yeah. All right, so Floof says, what do you think about Cat Neo's design, and what do you suppose they could be done to have improved it?
Put big wheels on the feet. Okay, like I mean, Cat Neo's pretty hot. And when she got the big fucking buff, when she got the big buff Dami Mommy arms, that was pretty hot.
Bye. I do love how
but she did
started drooling when she smiled when she became the cat. You're like, that's hot. You're such a dork.
Yeah, it's true. Hey, we need more cat milfs in this series. And like we already have 2, so that just goes to show you where I want them to put their priorities.
Yeah. K.O. Marsali says, do the Neo Jabberwocker illusions really have the power of death over the Ever Afters? And if they are illusions, and not the real thing?
Well, I mean, that all depends
That's
on
what
if
I
we
was
see
saying.
Hawker
Like, I'm like,
again.
okay, fucking not peddler. What's his name?
Hawker.
Hawker. He's gotta ascend because that was an illusion. It wasn't like the true Jabberwocker. So he's
Yeah.
fine. Everything's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, and if they do, if they do have the power over death, would that mean that if she summoned an illusion of Cinder and then killed that illusion of Cinder, that she would get the maiden powers?
No,
Like,
no.
no. Having Neo's illusions have the legitimate magical traits of whatever entity she's illusioning. That it just raises further questions.
That raises further questions.
Yes. That one was for you, Tom, wherever you are. At work, probably.
I was gonna say like a toast out to our boy Tom, and just, like try and go like, oh, Tom is dead, and just like he's completely alive.
Pour one out for Tom at work.
He just sneezed like in an anime.
Yeah.
All right. Steel Angel 2000 says, "What do you think the rules are for the Sword of Destruction? Do we know? I thought we knew something.
Okay,
destroy stuff.
Yeah.
The end.
I'm less interested in the rules for the Sword of Destruction and more interested in what the personality of the entity would be like. Because a lot of people have like
just fucking Neil deGrasse Tyson.
No, they need an otaku. They need somebody that knows all the anime references.
Hi there, I see you summoned me. Now, we could go just on a destruction spree, or I could teach you about the stars. And as we go, we can destroy them along the way.
This one is called Earth. I heard there is a place called Florida there. Let's destroy it. But like I've heard a lot of people say that it's like gonna be some like Fluttershy-esque like girl.
Wait, Neil deGrasse Tyson,
like a shy. Not. You're right. It's definitely gonna be a girl because they have to go.
Guy, girl, yeah.
It's gonna be a them though. It's got to be a them now.
Yeah. A guy, a girl, a them, and a both for the choice.
A really shy, androgynous, naked. They all have to be naked.
Totally.
Another fan art of Big, or what we're calling him Big, but
yeah. What Barbara has an OnlyFans? Yes, and if you get this video to 100 likes, we'll react to the RWBY the content that she posted there.
Well, I said $1,000. That was my.
Well, that's free. Well, okay, fine. You can hold off. you can play the long game. and Riddle of Lightning is like 100 dislikes. Yeah, okay. If this video gets to 100 dislikes, I guess we'll do it too. Like, interaction is treated the same by the algorithm. I don't give a shit. Like,
oh, I did see Riddle.
Yeah, Riddle's in here.
What the fuck, Riddle? What up?
Riddle.
I thought it was like scrolling somewhere else. All right. So, Fire Rose. Do you think John will arrive just in time and break the cycle of being late like the rabbit and be able to help or save the team last second, giving RWBY enough time to transform? So something reference to the rabbit.
You mean like he's gonna die because of the the Pura and the Weiss and the Penny like
because he was fired, right?
Yeah, he was fired, and then he's gonna respawn like real quick, and then he's gonna appear and maybe like I don't know how they're gonna beat the cat in a fight. It seems like they could just beat up the cat, like like.
What really sucks is after reading the spoilers, like the quote unquote spoilers that at this point basically confirmed thanks to Wheel Neo, I don't want to give commentary on any of this. 'Cause
Oh yeah. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Like I don't know.
I do know, and it's underwhelming.
Boo-hoo. Of course it is. Any more? Yes, Star commits a magical genocide. Good on her. She was right to do it. Fuck the Magical High Council. I'll stand by it.
Did you say that? Is that a Dashy spoiler? I can't remember what you said.
What are we talking? Wait, actually, don't say what you were just talking about because I have no clue.
Perfect.
What he was saying.
Excellent. She completely ignored it. All right, let's move on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, both my hands are up, like he's in front of me. I'm not even reading nothing then. I'm not reading the YouTube chat. I'm scared.
Yeah. People are people are talking about the finale.
Hey,
we saw Gravity Falls already, Dashy.
Yes, okay. All right, cool. You're right.
Yeah.
All right, so Storm Sketch Enterprise says, when did Blake get more ammo to shoot at Neo in the start of the fight, huh?
That's a very good question. People pointed that out, and it should have been something we had. Because we pointed out she's out of ammo. How she's going to get more, and she somehow got more.
John found Crescent Rose. Right.
All right.
All
right. I'm going to point out something that should not have to be pointed out. The ammunition used in a handgun.
It's all dust, right?
Smaller, just slightly smaller than an anti-material rifle.
It's all dust, all right. You can just customize. You can
it's used to take out tanks.
No, get the Mr. Incredible meme in here. Like dust is dust.
People actually, I think someone actually did design like a really shitty 50 BMG handgun.
Just the wrist breaker 2000.
And you still need a freaking shoulder stock for it.
Of course, yeah. Dust is dust. She saved one round, and now she's just drop reloading. She binds a drop and shoot to the up and down scroll on her mouse.
On Little?
Yeah, that's Little's power. He changes the keybinds of the game. Yeah, Nick is such a trooper, constantly reminding us that we had questions in the Discord before we finally started reading them.
Yeah, he's also a trooper, making sure that people aren't giving commentary and such, which is a lifesaver.
Yeah.
Well, I saw that. Thank you, Nick. But that was after I bitched and moaned in there. I was like, nah, and I deleted a bunch of them. No, I'm sorry. Read the top. Guys, I love you. You fucking know I will hump your legs, but read the top.
Yes. Have we watched Suzume in theaters? In theaters?
Suzume?
What's that?
It's a film from 2022.
Suzume?
No, we haven't. Never heard of it. But I have now. Thanks for
Suzume, or how do you spell it?
Suzume.
Oh, here we go. Oh, I saw ads for this one. I think.
I don't. Yeah, cool.
Suzume no.
How far into Kingdom Hearts? I am probably about a quarter of the way into Kingdom Hearts 2, and I'm gonna pick it up again with Twilight right after the stream. Woo!
The what is it? You've gotten through Roxas' bumper.
Yeah, we're through Roxas's part.
Well, what do you think of that?
I understood.
Oh, no, don't say what you think about it. Your watch. People are gonna leave. Be careful.
Oh no!
It's Kingdom Hearts. No.
we'll do a whole dedicated Kingdom Hearts stream. So instead of losing viewers on this stream, I'll just lose subscribers.
Batman. It's Kingdom Hearts streams. Plural.
Streams. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You think that 1 8-hour stream is going to cover all of Kingdom Hearts?
Well, not really.
Thoughts on Velma Celtic Phoenix? I only know what I've seen from some reactors that I follow, and I know that it is abhorrent and completely unfunny. That's all I can say. It's very fucking weird.
What are you talking about?
Velma.
Velma's better than people give it credit for. It's like I think a lot of the people that really didn't like it were like remake purists. Like, I watched it expecting it not to be funny, and like most of the jokes landed. Like, some of them didn't, but like
everything that I've seen,
most of them did.
Like, there was maybe 1 or 2 jokes that landed for me, but like, because I think I've seen the first episode all the way through effectively, and it's just, ugh.
Yeah, I don't know. If
I did not
remove yourself from like this should be Scooby-Doo, then it's just like it's kind of weird. Like, Mindy Kaling is just like a weird writer.
Well, I mean, she's putting all of her like neuroses on script, so I mean,
yeah,
that's actually part of what makes it uncomfortable. Is like it's literally just feels like she's airing her dirty laundry, and it's like, why am I the clothes hanger for this? What is going on here?
I don't know. She wrote all the good episodes of The Office, so I mean, she must be on to something.
Now, in fairness, I don't like The Office myself.
Well, I haven't watched The Office. I haven't seen the episodes that she wrote.
I dated a girl that was really into The Office, and I mean, like, it was a character trait. Hot take, everyone. If you meet a girl who has a character trait of being obsessed with The Office, run. just run.
Hi, Sam. I don't think she's here.
Oh no, she's not obsessed. No, because I remember when Raymond was talking about the person that's talking about. No, Sam's not like that.
Okay, all right.
No.
Yeah, honestly, if you meet somebody whose personality trait is like liking anything, run. Oh no, the chat reset.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Because, like, I'm sorry, I saw Twilight Tabs. I got scared for a second that he'd say character trait of a TV show. Like, no. Like,
wait, is it? Wait, okay, I'm gonna call all of you out. Doesn't Twilight love fucking? Oh my god.
She loves Digimon. She loves Digimon.
Okay.
She loves Kingdom Hearts. She loves Fruits Basket. She loves a whole host of
We're not
things.
running, right? Good. Okay.
No, legitimately, like.
Yeah.
Would you like your other foot?
Liking something and having liking something be your personality is a different
right. That's why
thing.
I was saying. I'm like, that is not Sam. What are you talking? I would kick your ass for her right now. All right.
Floof, you will struggle to find someone that doesn't like cute, fluffy animals.
Yeah, it would be weird if you did.
Like, unless like if you found someone that was allergic to cute, fluffy animals, which, it happens.
I mean, I know people who are deathly allergic to them who still love them.
Floof.
Oh yeah,
Floof. He's right here.
That's sad.
But I can understand if someone in his position hated them for that reason and preferred like a different type of animal, like snakes or something. I don't know. You can find things that you find cute.
Yeah, and you can also like...
You can be like Batman and just adore dragons all the time.
Yeah, you can like reptiles and fluffy animals at the same time. Like...
His animal. Never mind. Never mind. I was going to go horribly.
That was
going to be bad. And... Anonymous. Thank you for hearing that. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Summer is not the stepmom. She's the mom who stepped up.
Speaking of that comment section, I don't remember which one. It was not this past. The one before where Little got stepped on.
Yeah, the episode.
There was like a rally of like step on me, Dashy. Fucking comments. It was amazing. I was rolling, laughing. I'm like, all right, you sign up to my OnlyFans. And no, I don't have one, but maybe I do.
You should just make one so in case people like actually go and try to like capitalize on that and be like, oh, I'm gonna make a fake Dashy OnlyFans.
I mean, that's my middle name. It's a Dashy Step on Me Lee. You know,
No,
but that's
they
weird.
got it
That
wrong.
implies that they want people. Yeah, that implies that I want people to step on me. No.
It should be Dashy Step on Lee.
Step on Lee. Okay.
The joke was right there.
I mean, a joke, not a good one. Aiden is asking a non-related RWBY question. I think we talked about this. I don't remember if it was on stream, but are we doing the Konosuba Megamine thingy reaction?
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's obviously it's airing now. I'm in the middle of fixing RWBY, which has been just absorbing my life.
Yeah, like I don't know. If we did, it would be after fixing RWBY.
Yeah, which is right around the time that I'm also doing Trigun.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, two of my shows are ending. I may ask my patrons to see what happens then. In that case, we'll see. We'll have to just fucking see.
Yeah, because we as we
will
said
at the
earlier,
very
we
minimum
finished.
do season 3 because I don't think we can escape doing season 3. We've wrecked everything else.
It's true. It's true.
And I don't know if you were here for this, Twilight, but I am trying to get. I am at some point going to try and convince Dashy to watch Slayers. Dashy and Fatman. I think they would like it.
Yeah.
You have
Ryan, you can kindly fuck off because you barely knew that I had streams over with Tonkatsu, so no, you wouldn't. Okay, thank you.
Your likes playlist is heavily curated. Oh wow, I make like separate saved lists instead of trying to rely on my liked playlist for anything.
Oh, shit.
I know how much it helps people. I
right
just like the creators I like, so
yeah.
like
You heard, right? I'll be right back.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Damn it, Dashy, I was going to use the bathroom. Okay, fine.
No, you're gonna leave me all alone.
No. I'll stay here. I can.
Yeah, 104 days of summer vacation and not enough likes. Is that a Phineas and
Dakota
Ferb
Miller.
reference?
Stupid question. Why am I afraid of watching live porn, but totally fine with hentai? Is it because it's a drawing and not a person?
You're afraid? Sorry, what?
Like, uncomfortable, I can maybe see. Like, you could be like, oh, it's an actual person that one involved in their personal life. Like, I get
mean,
that,
they
but,
still
like,
recorded
afraid.
it for viewing audiences. Like, yeah, that's... I mean, also, drawn porn has its own aesthetic of like
different. Like that's the thing I pointed out. Like, compare
camera angles. The camera angles that are possible to get in animation are not possible to get in real life. Like,
well, yeah, and then like compare like just anime translations into live action films, like Ghost in the Shell. Like in the animated Ghost in the Shell, there's this beautiful moment at the end where she's literally tearing her body apart in order to destroy this machine. Like, she's actually like this. It has this really beautifully animated sequence where you see like all the different parts bulging under the skin and all that. But then like you get to the live action version and it's all CGI and it's decently well done, but it can't capture the same like guttural, like almost painful visual. Like, with good animation, you can get a lot out of it. Now, the problem with hentai is that a lot of it's just shit animation. Like you have better luck with like doujins because you get a lot of detail.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, a lot of hentai is like really low. Is either really like low quality because they just like push it out real cheap, or it's like that like over animated like Ice Queendom looking stuff.
yeah, yeah.
Like there's so many like hentai that are just like camera move, camera move, camera
That's
move.
why you should always seek out independent artists that do their own animations.
Yes,
There's a few
they're
out there that
always
really
better.
Yeah, they're almost always better.
Yeah, yeah. That was a tangent.
That was a tangent. Source your porn locally. Jay the Real McCoy asked, no, it just says, Neo speaking through Roman. Here, Ruby, have my specialty. My specialty. My specialty. My specialty.
Was that the super chat?
That was literally the entire super chat.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Is that Neo modded in Maya? Yes. She has been for like 4 years. Where have you been?
Yeah. Oh, so yes, somebody who only watches RWBY through us, but also skips the actual reaction part of the reactions.
They just skipped the whole of RWBY.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I don't watch RWBY anymore. I just watch I just skip the reaction part to watch the discussions of RWBY. I am.
What were they thinking with the Neo wheel thing? I legitimately want to know what their logic was behind that. Did they explain that in that roundtable discussion?
Yeah, chat, please. If you have any information, if you see something, say something.
Because like, what was the justification for her having wheels? Did they just want to do Neon Cat like? I say 2.0, but this is like negative 2.0.
Yeah, there's not even just a Neapolitan ice cream colored stream behind her. I can't remember who of the group was against White Knight. Well, it certainly wasn't Tom, all right? You know, that guy, it's his favorite ship. I'm trying to summon him through sheer rage and angst. No, it was Tom who was against White Knight.
Well, yeah, both me and Tom are against White Knight for mildly different reasons.
And I just think it's funny because of how worked up Tom gets over it.
Oh yeah.
I don't actually like the ship. I don't think it's a good ship, but it's just funny to see Tom get his
Tom
jimmies
wants
wrestled.
John to apologize for the harassment that John put Weiss through, which it's not like the worst harassment in the world, but it's sort of like, yeah, no, I was kind of an idiot back then. I'm sorry I annoyed you. Like that would be nice.
John should do that, but at the same time, it's been like 20 years in his timeline, and it's been like a year and a half in Weiss's timeline. It's like I don't think
spent more
either
time
of
fucking
them...
paper pleaser Weiss than he's actually stealing regular Weiss. So I mean, no, but on top of that, like. For me, it's both that and I am just hardcore White Rose because it's like legitimately the healthiest dynamic in this entire show. So I mean, I don't see where I'm wrong. I totally see like at the end of this, Ruby and Weiss just kind of quietly getting together off screen and settling down in like Argus, like right next door to Saffron and Terra.
It's like, wait a second, when did you guys get together? Yeah, we just didn't make a big deal out of it, like you and Blake.
like literally,
we actually talked about our problems and bonded over.
In front of you and just start making out. Was that how you wanted to learn? Yeah. But you got married. Yeah, we just wanted a quiet ceremony. Do you imagine going through a schnee wedding? For fuck's sake, we avoided that.
Yeah. It's like, you may now kiss the bride. Yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you, perv? And they just both walk away from okay, here's one from the chat. Anna asks if we've seen the animated pilot for Lackadaisy. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
I did. I watched it. I really like. I'm really annoyed with myself for not liking it more because it looks really nice. Like it does. But like, I really don't like it when things do like giant action scenes in the first episode. It's like I don't like when characters are like in danger before we care about them, and that just kind of annoyed me.
That was your one complaint with like, well, one of your complaints with Arcane.
Yeah,
wasn't
it was one of my complaints with Arcane.
Although I argue I think it set it up decently well enough. It was a. What's nice about it is that it was a lighthearted chase scene where it's like the stakes weren't super high.
The fucking
sort of like,
city was exploding, and then they beat
explosion
bullies
was,
half
sure.
to death.
That's where like
Powder was gonna get fucking murdered for a bag of junk.
Okay, compared to everything else that happened in that show, all right, compared to everything else. Actually, I probably shouldn't be talking about this because I'm going to be watching through that with Twilight at some point.
Anyway, yeah, Arcane was good, even though I didn't like the first episode, and like, you know, a lot of shows can be good even if I don't like the first episode. But like, yeah, the first episode of Lackadaisy was fine, but like, I really wish people would find a better way to make pilots. Like a Hell of a Boss for you know, an example of a pilot that I liked better that was animated.
Did they try to murder a child in that?
Yes, they did. But they weren't in danger. Like the whole first episode was about like the financial situation of the business that they were running.
Spoiling bits of Arcane, so like I'm glad you weren't listening to that.
Like first episode spoilers for Arcane. Don't go back in time and don't listen. But yeah, I don't know. I'll watch.
Has-Been's pilot. I actually have issues with.
Which one?
Has-Been
Hotel's pilot.
I
had issues with the Has-Been Hotel pilot too.
My issue is that I think it hits the over animated mark.
Yeah,
I think it was literally too much of the animators flexing. It was like
so the song, the second song. Like I remember when I was talking to Tonkatsu about that back when it came out, and when I said the second song, he was like, "The second song? There was more than one?" And I'm like, "There were 4." Like. It's like, yeah, it's a lot gets lost in the Has-Been pilots, and I think if they slow down a bit, the show could be better.
Owl House did Owl House start with a big action sequence?
Yeah, they were escaping from the from the you know, when
the prison.
Ida got arrested and they had to go and get King's crown back. Yeah, it did start with an action scene, and again, like the first episode of Owl House was one of my least favorite episodes of Owl House. So yeah, there are a lot of shows that just kind of like have. Like I call it first episode syndrome, where they have like a really bad pilot and then the rest of the show is great.
What if, like, I'm trying to think of like an opening fight sequence that you would be okay with. And the thing that I'm coming to is like a
Primal.
Primal doesn't have dialogue.
Yeah, it's true, but it's still it was the best thing I've ever seen that has a big fight in the first episode.
Like a boxing match type deal, which is, you know, very one-on-one. It's very personal. You have characters talking back and forth during it, and you can still have an intense fight sequence.
Yeah, but like, you know, a boxing match, like I mean, like like, you know, like I take it you mean like a sanctioned boxing match, not like
it doesn't have to be
actual.
It could be like street level where you have like the threat of death on level.
Yeah, see, no, it's not necessarily the fact that it's like a fight. It's like the fact that the characters are in danger before we care about them. Because, like, you know, you can have a fight and then, like, you know, recontextualize what just happened as, like, you know, not being serious or whatever. Like, you know, like like if you have like a big action scene and then it's like, oh no, it was just a training mission, something.
Dashi,
like,
sorry, not Dashi. My
yeah.
brain just like I was trying. My brain was like, I need to talk to Dash. No, it's Twilight need to address.
Yeah.
Twilight. I think Fat Man's metric. Birdie would not make his metric. I think he would. Birdie has an opening action sequence that I think Fat Man would not approve of. I think it actually has 2 opening action sequences. It has like this the spaceship, and then it has the big final moment.
Which show?
Birdie.
Birdie, no.
No, it's just called. Birdie Decode. Why am I blanking on the full name of it? Birdie the Mighty. Birdie the Mighty Decode.
Okay.
Or Tetsuan Birdie Decode, whichever way you want to go with. Another anime I highly recommend. I love Birdie. Thank you, Twilight. Why am I blank? I am tired. My brain is like shutting down.
No.
I'm also doing fixing.
Yeah, I know. You're working on like 4 things at once. It's yeah.
Models. I am become Dashi, destroyer, destroyer of worlds, stepper of Lees.
Yeah, but like another thing that had like that, like, you know, started with a big fight was this show called like Dorodoro. And it's like somebody's like, hey, you should check that show out, and I was like, okay, and I watched.
Or is it Durarara? That was
no, it wasn't Durarara. That's a different show. It was the one with the guy with the fucking alligator face, and like in the first 5 minutes of the show, he like bites someone's head off, and then they go to a place and have this huge exposition dump over like
Dorohedoro.
Yes, that one. And it was like, oh god, and that's like first episode. Apparently the show is really good, but like the first episode did like everything wrong, and I just like I just couldn't continue.
Oh, but there also remember like we watched Overlord. Remember watching Overlord, the first few episodes of that?
Yeah.
And just being completely like
I was
nonplussed by everything.
I was bored by that.
But like nothing happened in that. I don't think there was a fight sequence at all in that.
Oh yeah, no, I mean something can just be boring, notwithstanding, boring stuff notwithstanding. But,
have you seen Isekai Oshi-san?
No. Unless it's got a different American name, but no. I'm just gonna say no.
Uncle from Another World. That's
God, I love the American translations of these stupid shows. What's the other one you told me about where the guy's like the name of the show was
translation.
Like, it was
Isekai Oji-san means another world uncle. Like that's literally an uncle. The uncle from another world is literally the literal translation.
Yeah, the brother from another mother, the uncle from another world.
But you were saying what was the other one?
What was the one you were telling me about where the title of the show was like they kicked me out of the guild, so I fucked their moms?
Right. Oh, that's a like a manga. Like an ecchi manga, I think that's like trying to like had a pilot chapter released.
Hey, we gotta make it rain from Gearless Joe, who says Megalobox is a great show with a great pilot. Okay.
Yeah, actually, it kind of does break your rules, but I do recommend the new Gundam, which from Mercury so far has been extraordinary. Not extraordinary. I love it. It goes a lot of the directions that I really want to see. That's why I think it's extraordinary. But at the very least, it's solid. So I think you might like it, though it does break the action rules.
Yeah, I also like my rules don't mean I'm gonna hate the whole show. It's just a pattern I've noticed with like first episodes sucking.
Actually, that's because the thing is, like, Witch from Mercury has a prologue that's sort of a standalone story, so that might be kind of like weirdly subvert your rules.
Yeah, and then, if we care about the characters before they're in danger, then cool, way to go.
And the first episode, the fight that happens is a duel that has there's no lethality to it. They're not in danger, but there are stakes.
Sure.
Also, I'm getting a phone call. I need to hop out.
All right, cool. I will continue to read down the chat and also check the Tundra for questions. Okay. Oh, has anyone asked where the Jabberwockers came from? Looks to be the last question from the Tundra for a while.
Yeah. I actually have to head out, so I will see you later.
Yeah. Okay. No one's asked where the Jabberwockers came from, but also wouldn't they just come from the Ever After? I mean, like, that's like where, you know, like they came from the place. Maybe it's always existed. I don't think it came from anywhere in particular, you know. The gods, I mean, like, if the gods made the Ever After, they probably also made the Jabberwocker, right? If they just made a set amount of you know, if they made a set amount of people that keep reincarnating into the Ever After over and over again, I mean, wouldn't that be like its own kind of thing? So, wait, hold on. This question actually brings up something that I haven't thought about in years. Remember semblances? Remember those things that are completely unique? Like, the Ever After and its like system of reincarnation kind of works in the way that like I used to think semblances should work, where it's just like there are, you know, a set amount of semblances that just go into, you know, the like when the strength semblance user dies, then someone else gets the strength semblance or the speed semblance or whatever, you know, and that's a way to keep semblances unique. And so, like, the Ever After kind of, like, creating like that, using reincarnation to just keep the same, like, group of people circulating for eternity, I suppose, would make sense in that sort of context. Let me blitz down this chat a little, and see if there is anything that I should mention before we close out the stream, because we're out of questions from the Tundra, and we're almost at the bottom of the YouTube chat. If anybody has final questions, throw them in, and hopefully we don't go on another, you know, hour and a half like the last stream. What are you talking about? Taika Waititi made Love and Thunder. Just because you wrote good things doesn't exempt you from bad writing. Well, I mean, yeah, that's true. I actually really liked Love and Thunder. I don't really know what the problem with it was. I thought it was good. I've liked a lot of the post Endgame Marvel movies. I honestly think that they have been on an upswing since Endgame. All right. Velma is scary because she's someone you can meet in the real world. Yeah, I think her name is Mindy Kaling. Does Dashi like dragons? I mean, if somebody doesn't, then that sounds like a them problem. You used to own hermit crabs as pets? That's cool. A lot of people go to the beaches and find little crabs there. I used to like go and find like little frogs in like ponds and remove them from their natural habitat and probably not be very good to them. But yeah.
What the hell are you talking about?
Oh no, I'm reading the end of the of the chat, you know.
Okay.
the chat list. I think I got to the end of the Tundra questions, but yeah, no. Twilight was saying that she used to have hermit crabs as pets, and I was saying that
as soon as I read what you wrote, I bought my crabs at like I just left. I was just like, what are we talking about?
No, not crabs, hermit crabs.
You paid for crabs, like damn.
But yeah, no, I used to have little frogs. Like there was a pond that was just crawling with them, and I'd catch them, and then
Hopping with frogs, yeah.
It was hopping. It was hopping.
And,
hey, Raymond's editing Fixing
bellies.
RWBY, and Floof is drawing for it. Nice.
Yeah, I used to have fire belly frogs. Those were so cool.
Yeah. I like reptiles and amphibians and mammals.
Like it all.
The trifecta.
Yes. Everything but humans. Indeed.
Yeah. Mammals run the gambit.
As long as the reptiles have titties,
Yeah. Reptiles with titties, reptiles without titties, both genders.
Yes.
Yeah.
Equal opportunity furring.
Yeah. One time I tried to explain it to someone, and it's just like, no. See, the snake girl has titties because that's like the glands where the venom is produced. So they're just down in the chest, and then when she like injects someone with venom, then the titties like they shrink back up, and then she produces more venom in the titty glands.
Right.
Yeah. They
didn't know this again.
Yeah, they're not no nipples. Snake ladies don't make milk. They just make titty venom.
Titty venom. Oh god.
No one asked that question. I'm trying to scare everybody off before the end of the stream.
I was just about to ask him like, is there any more RWBY stuff? Or good.
Yeah, is there any more RWBY stuff? So Volume 9 is over now. No, there's one more episode. Not tomorrow. I almost said tomorrow. It's airing on Saturday, and the reaction will be on my channel. Yay! In a fucking 6 weeks, because I haven't. I got one reaction out on time. In this entire thing.
Yeah, and the one reason that made you late this week, like somebody tried to steal it. That was amazing.
Yeah, I know. That's like, yeah, like sure, somebody might have made another, green screen Pyrrha gif, but it's like, I can't believe I saw my Pyrrha spin. It's like, no, what? No.
Yeah. I don't know. Like earlier today, like the skies just suddenly turned like gray and started to rain. I'm like, what's happening? Something's wrong. I should check up on Batman somehow. How do I know this?
Mess with Tom about White Knight being Jean with Winter or Jean with Willow. Oh, the rage. That was like one of the first memes that we got once we got the Jean old reveal. It's like everybody was posting the Jean and Willow memes. It was like and Jean was like, I wanted Weiss to call me daddy, but not like this.
That's one thing about like this fucking fandom too. Like, yes, some of it can get toxic, and yes, we gotta go through the bullshit. But the other half, they're fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
they got some shit.
The memes go hard.
Yes, and they hit. They do well.
So semblances.
So are we
like
good
then? I'm almost down to the bottom of the chat. So semblances are like made. Oh yeah. That's what I was thinking they should have been like back in Volume 1, just to kind of justify the they're all unique aspect. Like, it would be a set like amount of them, and then they would die and circulate, kind of like maiden powers or like people from the ever after. I do think Volume 10 will be greenlit. Will they ever address why Tyrion was interested in Jon? No. I don't think they ever will. Into question, on a scale of Blake to Callie, how hot is Neo's face? I'd say it's probably, well, I don't know. Blake and Callie are both like hot. So that's not a very wide scale. Like, yeah, Callie is definitely hotter than Blake, but it's like, that's not a super wide scale. Neo might be Neo Catface. Also, it's a completely different scale because, like, you know, Blake and Callie are both like mostly human features with, like, you know, cat ears, and like the whole like big, like, you know, cat mouth is a completely different kind of hot that wouldn't fit neatly onto that scale. Like, you got to be in a different mood.
See, 5 years ago, Dashi would be like, "What is wrong with you?" Now Dashi's like, "Yes, I get you. I really do." Like, because it's in the. I know my thing is snouts, but it's got the ubu mouth, so it's like, no.
Yeah.
To me, that's not good, but to you, it's like, "Rah!" That's more.
Yeah. It's a different. I think on the scale from Blake to Callie is the wrong scale. It's like, you know, it's off on that like third triangular point that's out there. You know.
I want to see your formula.
Yeah, and it's like linear scales of quality are always like weird because it's like you can like things for different reasons. But if you just add a third point out and make it a triangular scale and you can put it on like a 2D plane, then it's like, yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Because
Triangular scale. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That was horrible. Never mind. That was so bad. It doesn't even go with meow. What did I even call it?
Wait, was that trying
I said triangular.
Oh God!
I know. That's what I said. I'm sorry.
It didn't even process.
No, I feel bad for myself.
I didn't even process that's what you were doing.
I'm just gonna go to sleep for a week, guys.
Yeah, as well. Make sure to wake up for the reaction on Saturday.
Wake me up inside, sure.
Yeah, I'll wake you up before you go.
Damn it.
I see this question.
It's like why do I have to say it in these streams every time?
Yeah, I liked Love and Thunder. Me, Dashi, and Sam recorded a reaction to it. It'll be up on her Patreon, or is it already up on your Patreon?
It's already up there. Yeah, but
like,
it was different. I understand why people didn't like it because it was just a meme movie. It was, and it was a good meme though.
It was a relationship movie, you know, more so.
And it was brought to you by Guns N' Roses, guys.
Yes. Yeah.
Because
like,
damn, every song.
Yeah, because like, you know,
mostly.
My favorite movie period is Shaun of the Dead, which is just a relationship movie. Like, you know, I like, you know, relationship drama. It's fun. It was a masterpiece compared to Multiverse of Madness. Okay, well, I also liked Multiverse of Madness, so I guess, you know.
But I think you like this one better, though, no?
They're close, but different.
But you never got angry at Love and Thunder. You got angry a lot for Madness.
Yeah, but
with the stop and goes.
Yeah. Like they're still close though. They're still close.
Multiverse ruined my bitch. Like ruined.
Yeah,
her.
yeah. I wasn't in love enough with Wanda for the nerfs they gave her to truly ruin her for me. Like, I like Wanda, but I didn't think that making her, you know, less powerful so that they could facilitate a Doctor Strange movie was like the death nail to Wanda.
I mean, making her less powerful so they can run down a hallway. Yeah.
So dumb.
And stop and wait.
Yeah. They closed the door and they're like, "Oh my God, we gotta wait for her." I mean, keep running, you stupid. Yeah. This isn't the Multiverse of Madness stream.
Yeah, well, it hasn't been the RWBY stream either for a while.
What did we skip Floof's question in the Tundra? what was Floof's question? What did you think about the Cat Neo design? We were talking about that for a while. We were talking about that on the scale from Blake to Callie for a while. And what do you suppose could have been done to improve it? Like just slapped on cat arms. I liked how strong she was. Did you ask a question before that one that we skipped?
Hold on, I'm just saying something.
Yeah.
Guys, like, they never try to like message me if I'm on a stream, even if I'm a guest on a stream, because I will never see that shit. And also, okay, Floof, I hope you send him that message because I won't be able to show it.
Oh, yeah, you changed your icon. No, Floof did. I was like, who is that? So yeah, there's Neo. We got buff Neo with the cat claws. I don't like that they're not textured the same way that the cat is with the PNG default background. And here's some Floof. That is very much more cat-like in the face. And it looks like the arm goes all the way up. But I think you're missing the giant biceps, which is one of the best aspects of Cat Neo. But yeah, the face is good.
I'm also trying to chew really fast. I'm trying to take some meds over here.
Yeah. Me and Dash are both medicating on stream.
Well, I always medicate on stream. What's your problem today?
My gas pains.
Oh no.
Yeah.
We need to move to Canada, bro.
You need to what now?
We need to move to Canada. We need to move to Canada
to get the actual healthcare that we need. Yeah.
Yeah, that we actually need. Ryan Carson. Okay, I've had it with you. Like I so had it with you. You claim that I'm your queen, that you would follow me anywhere. Like you don't know me. Like does Dashy take meds? What is wrong? I've never been more insulted in my life, ever.
Does Dashy take you've
That's
only
how I introduce myself. Hi, I'm Dashy Lee, and I'm on Percocet and OxyContin, and what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm on omeprazole and paroxetine. Hell yeah.
Here goes.
Now it's become the drug stream. We dip below 100 viewers. We can talk. We can have the drug. The
oh yeah, what happened to the other streams?
Now.
Now it's just a chill out stream.
Why do human girls with animal ears so hot? It's
handlebars. Handlebars.
Don't pull on their ears, no.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know. God, we could dissect the appeal of furry characters for ages.
Yeah.
And just psychoanalyze an entire kink. But yeah, no, I think it's like the difference. Just the it's like getting on the other side of the uncanny valley. You know, like where it's like, they're humans, and then there are things that are like kind of human, and it's like not appealing. But then there are things that are like obviously less than human, and it gets back into appealing. And I just think that's.
I just want to touch him. That's it.
Yeah, like applying non-human characteristics to something is appealing. I don't know. I haven't admitted that Blake is hot. Well, I mean, she has terrible fashion sense. But like all of the RWBY characters are hot. They're just designed that way. Like, okay, if we're judging by fashion, by how they're dressed, then yeah, Blake would probably be like bottom tier. but like there's not like like outside of like Callie and like maybe Cinder, like none of the characters are like more hot than the other ones. They're all just kind of generically sexy.
But Yang looks good in a potato sack, so whatever.
Yang can rock that potato sack. That is forever our fucking
I love it.
favorite AI generated meme.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Tell me out of 100 when you review. Tell me out of 100. I guess April Fool's Day is extended. The corruption. Okay, I don't know what the context is. Is that back when I was talking about liking Multiverse of Madness? Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't know you liked it that much because like we both were yelling at it, but we never really yelled. I mean, we like ugh, at like Thor, but not yelled like you did at.
Yeah, like the best part about our multiverse reaction was that like I thought you and Sam were like making fun of me by being like overly negative. Like I thought you were doing that specifically to like mock my like reactions.
You come on now. How long have you should know when I'm mocking you? Come on. And if you don't, then you normally ask, and I'm like, no, I answer you. Damn, you still not comfortable enough to intimidate you still? How dare you?
No, I was mocking myself right along with you.
You should have asked. I didn't know this. Damn.
Yeah, no, I mean, I only didn't because I thought you were enjoying the movie too. You know, I thought you were enjoying it and just pretending to shit on it to make fun of me. Like,
dude, none of my reactions are ever like pretentious. Like all right,
yeah.
Like I.
Well, no, I mean, I didn't think you were like trying to like be a pretend. I don't think you were pretending. I thought you were just like, oh, look at this fucking guy. Like,
you weirdo. You literally just said you thought I was pretending. Then you're like, no, I didn't think.
No, I don't mean pretending as in like trying to trick people. I didn't think it was. I didn't think you were trying to be deceive. I didn't think you were trying to like deceive anyone. Yeah.
No, yeah, I there's no point to doing that. First of all, no, you would know when I'm fucking around with you, and if you don't, then you should have asked. Damn it.
Yeah. We're not good liars. Ask my best friend Barack Obama; he'll tell you.
Damn. I mean, so much that I didn't know that you were trying to be a fucking liar. No, yeah, but those reactions, here's my shell, I guess, on the Patreon.
Yes.
They're good. Fatman surprises me with the things that he likes and he doesn't. Here I am going, oh shit, Fatman's about to like tear this apart, and he's like gonna have this whole chart about how horrible it is, and then he's like, oh my god, I want to marry this scene. I'm like, oh, all right, cool. Like you never know when that is anymore.
Yeah, no, I have very eclectic tastes.
Yeah, now I have to get you a toaster for the wedding. Okay, what the fuck? Just for the wedding, not for you. Just for the party, there's a toaster. Oh my god, I am trying not to feel pain, so I overdo it and like trying to talk about nonsense.
Yeah, good nonsense.
That's how it is.
Yeah. Right, Ryan Carson likes anthropomorphic dragons. So truly a man of taste and culture.
They're fun, especially big MILF ones.
Yes. with all
right. So
titties.
if snakes have venom tits, so do dragons?
No, just snakes. Dragons have regular old titties.
Okay. I don't know how
dragons can
cool.
can shapeshift. Like that's part of like their inherent magic, so they can look however they want. Fuck them.
Right. Well, what's inside them too? Like milk?
Yeah.
Oh.
Look, you gonna get that dragon milk, that like overly hoppy beer. That's like not as good as Arrogant Bastard, but like
What is happening? Someone.
there's a beer called Dragon Milk that's like
No, I know. Yeah.
It's like the poor man's Arrogant Bastard. It's like, and you know what? It's not. It's like Lucky Bastard, I guess. Arrogant Bastard is a little less hoppy than Lucky and Dragon Milk.
I only know these beers because of you.
Yeah.
Never tasted or anything.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really recommend them unless you really like hops. But Cardin was on to something. I think that was back with the handlebars comment. What would be a legit semblance for Cardin? God, I don't know. Being a bully.
Legit semblance.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to tell. There'll be
I don't know, charisma, but like using it for evil.
Charisma for evil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like Mean Girls Dash, like that.
Pennsylvester. What's that? That's the Rick and Morty reference.
Renity's got the answer there. Yes, Renity, you are right. I prefer that.
I'd rather be surrounded by people who get me, and not be people who use me.
Charisma is neither good nor evil, Dashy. Oh, Ryan. Oh, sweetheart. Come here. Yeah, no, you can do some shit with that. I'm telling you from experience.
Oh, wait, really? Dragon Maid says that the dragon titties are flame sacks?
Really?
I guess
the manga.
Was that in season 2 or was that in the manga or something? Damn, all right. Yeah. Oh, wait, what's this comment about? The cat can't escape because RWBY. What gave you the impression this stream was about RWBY? Yeah, no, I think it was hilarious that like Vex essentially called it that Neo wasn't a real character and the show's just like, yep, no, she's not. she has no reason to go back to the real world.
But see, I just wish Vex, and I know you can hear me out there, Vex, for I wish that he would not say the same thing, which is Neo is not a character. And then he starts to describe what Neo is doing. I'm like, that is literally what a character is, you know? It's a person that is written to do for what they need to do for the story. That is a character. Okay. Then like I love you. My love. Something Vex for. But I get what you're saying too. But like and then we'll talk because he better show up in the stream for the next episode.
Yeah, for the finale, yeah.
But no, I get him, and that's why like I laughed because I'm like, oh my god, Vex is right, and
never gonna hear the end of it. You love short stacks, Janice? Yeah, sure. Short stacks are good. Short stacks, tall stacks, big booby milfy mamas, Tommy mommies. they're all good. What was that like meme? Like that animation that guy did where he talked about all the different, or where he had that little like song about like all the different girls he liked. Oh, have you not?
No clue. No clue.
Hold on, let me just put it in the chat.
Ilulu said that in Dragon Maid. All right, I don't. I'm not gonna lie, I think I only saw the first season.
Yeah.
Ryan. What did you... Wait, it just scrolled up all the way. Hold on. Ryan says... What did you make people do with charisma, Dashi? Hopefully nothing illegal? Oh, Ryan.
Yeah.
I know I'm being an asshole and I'm probably sounding very condescending because that's on purpose. Because there's a lot of experience there that yes, some of it was illegal, and that's upsetting to know that I used to be a fucking cunt. But yeah.
Using charisma for evil is evil.
Well, not okay. There's different ways. There's different charismas. Size. Oh my god, I'm trying to still eat. Yeah. Anyway. Olivia.
Sly Koopy?
Maybe? Damn it.
Yeah, Pax-Man. Sly Cooper was the one that missed me. Like I was like super into Jack and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank, and Prince of Persia back in the day, and just for some reason I didn't get into Sly Cooper until like way later when I got the HD remaster for the PS3.
RWBY Volume 10 is in 2025.
Oh, was it confirmed?
No, I don't know. Ask him. Just possibly.
Oh, is that?
I wish we knew.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah. I mean, okay, Volume 9 was good. Like, Volume 9 was pretty damn good. So I would be amazed if, like, this is the volume that they get canceled on. Not 5, not 7, not 2. Like, but this one, the good one. Like, I'd be devastated.
There's a couple in the tundra. I don't know if you knew that.
Oh, more?
Yeah, and what were we just talking about? Because I have something to say. What were we just talking about? Volumes?
Yeah.
All right.
Volume 10 getting greenlit.
You're like, there's no way they could shut the bed, blah, blah, blah. What if all of this was just a dream?
That'd be
and
hilarious.
They're all like laying down on the corridors with no railings.
No, I would, that wouldn't undo how much. No, well, okay, that would sure be a big old fuck off, but that would be again one of the funny kinds of fuck offs that that I don't think would ruin it, cause like I already operate under the assumption that like none of RWBY is canon. Like
Okay, but wait though. It was a dream before they start fighting Atlas. Before like the whole thing. Somebody had a dream somewhere.
It was a dream of an unrelated character. This is the dream that like
CL's dream. It was CL's dream all along.
Dream the whole time. Oh well, then it's like the best show I've ever seen. Breaking Bad. Get out of here.
Yep.
The Wire.
Get the
off.
Oscars out, you guys.
Get all of those. Throw your Oscars in the garbage. It's all about RWBY now.
History had been made. Oh my god.
My god. I do guys think that Neo will meet her end this volume, aka get written off via death or unknown end, in ending her story here in Volume 9? Would be a good or bad for the overall story. Neo has become so one note. Like, I liked her in Volume 8, but like her in Volume 9 is like almost a complete waste of time. She had her good moment in Episode 8, and then she got possessed by the cat, and then I think having her die would be the best, because it's like, what the fuck are they gonna do with her? Okay, thinking of how they would redeem her, it would be she would like mentally struggle against the cat, and then fight back and get the cat like exorcised from her brain, and then start a fucking Neo redemption arc. Like I think the fact that she still wanted to kill RWBY after RWBY was like, you still blame me for Torchwick dying? The fuck is wrong with you? Like, no.
For me, it's after the fact that like she couldn't get through the door because she has nothing towards Remnant.
She has
and, like,
no
hello,
attachments.
Cinder. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no.
She still idolizes Cinder or something? That's why she was in the painting?
She didn't, no, like, she went from idolizing her to hating her, and then it all balanced out to her, like, not being attached at all. Like, Cinder was, like, her only friend after Torchwick. They were best bros, or was that just in a bridge, sort of? Yeah, like, oh god damn. Bridge sort of is going to be really fun. It's going to be really fun when I do volumes 8 and 9, guys. When I finish volume 7, I already have the end of volume 7 written. There are things that I'm going to do that are going to make it really hard to do 8
Yeah,
and 9.
stay tuned for 2045 when he finally gets it out.
Yes.
That's the year 2045.
Yeah. But yeah, like, the only way I could see them keeping Neo in the story after this point. God, no, I don't even want to say that. Like, I could see them, like, they could do a redemption arc, you know, but that would just be them copying, fixing RWBY, so, you know, go fuck yourself. Then they could also have Neo fight back against the cat, regain bodily autonomy, magically gain a purpose back on Earth, and then, like, run out and, you know, and, like, get out of the Ever After before, you know, our main characters do. And then she's gone. She's off into the wind again, and then she'll show up in season 9 when they forget to have or what, like volume 24.
Oh, okay.
Did I say 9?
You said 9. That's why I was like, what are you talking?
Whatever. It's hard for me to believe that RWBY has been around for a decade. Yeah, like, no, I think it would be the best for everybody if Neo died this volume.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Husky Neo. Just not just her arms, she's just a husk.
Will RWBY come out with bigger assets than Yang's? And then you clarify with Milkers at the end.
You clarify.
Will she come out with bigger assets than Yang? Just so we're clear, I'm talking about the titties. The Ganhanagahoogs. The Tanhangarakoogas.
Oh my god.
I don't think so. I mean, that would actually, hold on. That would be a very, very anime-esque joke to do. Like, Yang has never really acknowledged her boobs.
And her boobs also did get smaller in Maya. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah. They already nerfed Yang's chest a little.
Yeah, they did.
But like, if they wanted to do a really stupid anime joke, they could do that by having RWBY ascend and come out with bigger boobs, and then have Yang be like, "Oh, I feel so inadequate next to you," or like, "Who's the little sister now, Yang?"
No, what'd be more adequate is that she comes out in a swimsuit, and then everybody gets a swimsuit, even the cat, and they just all have a beach episode.
They all just have a beach episode. Yes. And they all go back to the beach.
As long as one of them is stripes, white and blue. You know, they always have to have that one.
Yeah. God, you know, I feel like if they try to pull the titty joke, I'll laugh. I promise. I'll just laugh.
All right.
I'll laugh my ass off.
Right. Or you know, no, they gotta make Crescent Rose a human version in a swimsuit. There you go.
Oh, a human Crescent Rose?
Couldn't get more animated than that.
No, Little gets reincarnated as Crescent Rose.
Oh, shit, what if you just stumbled onto something?
Oh, so Crescent Rose is gonna be a talking gun now. It's gonna be a weapon with a soul.
Little's totally gonna be the bots from Austin Powers. Boom, boom, boom. But wait, don't mice have like 6 tits or something, don't they? It's gonna be like the machine gun.
Oh God, what were they called? The like the go-go bots?
I don't know. I guess the fembots.
The fembots. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't.
Artists, I need to see this.
Yes. Oh, we absolutely need this.
Vanity, who knows? Not me. Who cares at this point? Oh.
Isn't there a dragon girl that's popular besides Konosuba? Huh? Is there a dragon girl in Konosuba? You mean
Dragon Girl?
is there a dragon girl in Konosuba? Is there a dragon girl in like the new Konosuba spin-off? Cause if there is,
Oh shit.
or was she like a one-off villain in one of the previous episodes? I don't remember.
Mm-hmm. Cool. I think I'm fried, bro. I cannot
Okay, yeah.
feel the way that I've been trying.
Oh yeah. Maid says they're flame sacks. Okay, all right. Yeah. Okay. So this is just a lot of people telling me about the flame sacks from Dragon Maid. Yeah, that did happen in season 2. Muscle girls are the best.
Nick, we've been trying all fucking stream. People don't listen to us ever. We've been trying. Like, get it up to 100 likes.
100 likes. Okay, guys, come on. There are 87 of you, and we only need 8 more likes. Let's do it.
There was like 700 people in here before, and we barely got 2 likes.
Yeah. No. We got from like 30 to 60. That was pretty good. Yeah. Come on, everybody. Alt accounts. And
by all accounts, I mean tits.
1 like for each titty. What the hell is happening? Good question. Oh,
That's what I said. Nobody knows.
Yeah, the thing that the hell is happening is that like we're wrapping up this. Oh my God, we got 102 likes!
Yay!
Yay! Oh God, am I gonna have to sign up to Barbara's OnlyFans account now? Fuck.
Well, no, that was a while ago, and I thought Raymond changed the rules. And
yeah. So I guess you guys gave us 100 likes for no reason, and
because we deserve it. God.
Yeah. Yeah, and now if you actually want us to watch the OnlyFans thing, then $1,000. Get on it. Chop, everybody.
Whatever. Okay. All right. I'm out. I gotta be out.
Yeah. All right. That is the that's the stream, guys. Thanks for sticking around for 2.5 hours, 3 hours. Bye, everybody. Yeah, it's 2 hours. 15 minutes. See you later, guys. Bye.
Bye. Oh.